This is DSN TV, showcasing the ability in disability, proudly brought to you by the PA people.
And we do have the video feed up and running now, so let's hope and everybody cross their arms and legs and fingers and everything, and we'll see what will happen. So number 1, Arno Zibadivi. Number 2. So Marcus is number 3. Bruno Hager is number 5. Was actually number 6. And 7 is Doug Ripley. So that looks like the sides that they will be. So, as I said, do apologise. If things do go wrong, we do apologise, but there's not much we can do about it. We'll certainly do the best we can. But this is their first game of the tournament, and I trust the pictures are going through well for everybody. So Nathan Smith, and we'll see the lineups. Peter Parsons is number 5. Simone Ricard. Oliver Pye is number 8. So this is the first game of what will be. We've got 4 games this afternoon. I'll go through them when I get an opportunity. So we're looking at probably around about 5 minutes, 3 minutes. There we go, 3 minutes. So the players walking up to shake hands. And the interesting thing is, these are the first teams from Canada to compete in this. And it's surprising that the first one, they actually draw first up to face one another. So there you go. So that's the interesting thing. Now, I will let you know that this game will be followed by the next game, which will be between Old Power and Napaya. So that's going to be an absolute cracker. That's due at 5 o'clock local time. So now we will endeavour at some stage. We'll get people in on Skype, but just at the moment, we'll focus on this here, and I'll focus on seeing who we've got starting on court. Now we're going to have Bruno, Doug, and also Amit for Vancouver. Now for Nova Scotia, we'll have a look in a moment. And Nova Scotia are to the right of screen, as we are up and running now on the screen. So Nova Scotia to the right, or to my right, and Vancouver are on the left of screen, to my left. Now for Vancouver, we do have Doug Ripley, Ahmed Zibadivi, and also Bruno Hash. For Nova Scotia, I'd imagine we've got, is it Simone Ricard? I think it is. Oliver Pye and Nathan Smith, I think. We're just having a look to see. They're still standing, resting on the post. No, it looks like Oliver Pye. So number 8 is going out there for Nova Scotia. Now, number 8 is Oliver Pye. So it'll be Simone Ricard, and also Oliver Pye, and just what the other player is. It's a little bit difficult to pick it up. We've got Oliver, they've got a lot of black and white, or blue and white on their jersey, which makes it very difficult to pick it up unless they face you. Some players have got black numbers, other players have got their different coloured number on the back, but we will pick up who the other player is on the bench. Now it looks like Mason Smith I can see on the bench for Nova Scotia. So Mason Smith is on the bench. So the starting lineup is Peter Parsons, Simone Ricard, and Oliver Pye. It's a starting lineup for them. Peter Parsons looks like we've got on the left wing. We have got Oliver Pye. In the centre looks like Peter Parsons and Simon Richard on the other wing. Down at this end here, we have in the centre. Well, they're all standing in the centre at the moment, but I can tell you that the centre play will be Ahmed Zibadivi. He'll be starting in the centre. We have Bruno Harsh, who'll be on the right wing, and also then we'll have Doug Ripley on the left wing, and of course Mark is starting on the bench. But at the present time we have both excuse me, both the Vancouver players, Doug Ripley and also Bruno Harsh, starting on both in the centre at present. So anyway, here we go with your and it's going to be Vancouver to take the first throw of the tournament. Goes to Bruno Harsh. Bruno Harsh runs out, bouncing ball across court, ball fractured up in the air. Has it gone in? No, it hasn't. Been saved on the line. Nicely picked up. Parsons with the ball now, throwing from the centre, goes for the discus, bouncing ball into the centre. Ahmed Zibadivi cross there, picks it up nicely, lays it across now to Doug Ripley. Believe it or not, Ripley now from the left wing goes a narrow cross court ball, but straight into the centre. Laid across now to Oliver Pye. Pye now on the left wing, goes right out to his post, comes in down the line of the ball with a bit of skip, and it's got straight through the legs of Bruno Harsh. Goal to Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia lead 1-0 early on in this game. Bruno Harsh with the ball now for Vancouver, comes in. Right-handed throw, goes down the line, but it's been pushed wide by Pye on this occasion. Is it Pye? No, it's actually not that. Yes, it is, sir. It is Pye. Pye with the ball now. Oliver Pye goes for the narrow angle, but this time Ahmed Zibadivi gets across there, picks the ball up, lays it across to his left. Doug Ripley with the ball now, comes in. Right hand throw, bounce, skipping ball, bouncing into the back of that goal. So it's bounced up over the centre player. And goal, so 1-1. And we've only had not even a minute go in the first game of the third SEGL. Next ball into the centre, picked up by Ahmed Zibadivi. Don't forget, you can go to SEGL's Facebook page for all the updated results. Bouncing ball into the centre though, thrown by Harsh. Looks like it's bouncing ball again. Across court ball is a scramble and fumble, but just pushed wide there by Bruno Harsh. Pushes out on the wing. Ball now drop back in. Loose ball. And now drop the ball back in. And Harsh with ball now. He's the captain of his national side, Canada. Comes in right hand throw. Flat ball going for the BC gap. Doesn't quite get through. Comes off the feet of Pye. Goes across the court. Picked up by the... Now Richard goes into the centre, beats Zibadivi, but blocked out on this occasion. Again peppering the wing where Bruno Harsh is. Bruno now goes across court, bouncing ball, aiming for that A post. Picked up nicely on this occasion. Now I'm just trying to pick up the number of that player on that side. Cross court ball, but too much centre on this occasion. Easy pickings on this occasion by Zibadivi. Passes it across to Harsh. He walks it across to Doug Ripley. Ripley goes down his line. Now bouncing ball into the centre. There's a big fractured ball when it's gone out. A long way out on this occasion. Now, unfortunately, they've got different coloured numbers on the fronts of their jersey, the Nova Scotian side. Anyway, Ripley with the ball now. Narrow angle ball, aiming for the AB cap. Doesn't get through. Time out for Nova Scotia with the score at 1-1 with 9:47 left in the first half. So you're listening to Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. Live coverage of the 2015 Stage 3 Super European Goalball League. It's the first, I think, of 21 games this weekend, or 24 games, something like that. Some horrendous amount of games that we'll be doing. We've only got 4 games tonight, but then they kick off at local time 9 a.m. tomorrow morning and 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. So heaps of goalball. So if you're a goalball tragic like myself, hang in there, because it will be, I can assure you, well worth watching and listening to. There'll be plenty of action happening here, and we will be speaking with a number of people throughout the weekend as well. Anyway, Nova Scotia with the ball. It was like Simon Richard, it is. He's actually changed wings. He's got the ball again now on the left wing. No, he's gone back. This is Parsons. Pye sends it straight back into the centre, though. Easy pickings for Savitibi. He's going to take the throw himself from the centre. Flat ball, but straight into the centre. Easy picking for Peter Parsons. He's going to now take the throw himself. Goes with a discus throw. Cross-court bouncing ball. Aiming for that A corner and hits the A corner. Great ball. Sucked Bruno Hage in. So the score is now 2-1 in favour of Nova Scotia. 9:10 to go in the first half. Ball being taken out of the back of the net now. Ball's now being dropped back in. Hage with the ball now for Vancouver. Comes in. Flat ball down the line. Pye is there. Stops it nicely with his hands. Walks in towards the middle. About 1.5 metres in. Runs back out. Goes with the discus. Walks it back across, but too much into the centre. Zividivi's got it now. Lays the ball off now to Doug Ripley. Ripley on the left wing. Comes in now. Cross-court ball. Ball with a little bit of skip. Not a lot of bounce in this floor. Well, at this stage, doesn't appear to be. Parsons lays the ball off now to Simon Richard. This time its ball's been thrown out. It actually came off the post and was rolling back into the goal, but had been called out. Next ball's thrown down to the centre, picked up by Parson. Lays it off now to Oliver Pye. Pye now on the left wing. Again, aiming at that gap between Hage and the post on his side. This time, Bruno Hage is there, knocks the ball forward. Trapped. Now thrown by Doug Ripley down the AB area. Ball's been dropped down. Simon Richard with the ball now. Comes across, rounds round behind the centre player. Then throws from the centre straight into the centre. Ahmed goes for the quick return. Not quick enough though on this occasion. As Richard gets across there to defend on his right wing. There's a flat bouncing ball. It's flat ball. It's not the flat, but then a bit of a skip towards the end. Hage with the ball now for Vancouver. Goes for the same gap down the other end, but long ball has been called. Well, you know me, folks. I never complain about the refereeing, but I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be Bruno Van. So now Pye goes across court. Ball goes the wrong way. Got sucked the wrong way on that occasion, Bruno. But the simple fact was he had play the percentages. Pick one side of the court. If they throw the other side, well, so be it. But the score has now moved along to 3-1 in favour of Nova Scotia. There's a bouncing ball, long ball. Doug Ripley now has been called for a long ball. So Ripley now, as soon as I said there was no bounce in the floor, it didn't appear to be, but we've got two long balls. The first one I don't know so much, that one there. Well, anyway, thrown from the centre and great ball into the corner. Ripley had a dive, he would have got that. But the score is 4-1. So Parsons on the right wing to defend. He's on his left wing down the far end. Ripley with the ball. Zividivi throws from the centre. This time it's Richard with the ball now. Goes across court. This time, just pushed wide on that occasion by Bruno Hage. Bruno now on the right wing comes in. Right-handed thrower. Too much centre though. Into Parsons. Parsons laid it off to Simon. Simon Richard comes in now. Cross-court ball up and over the back. Blocked out up and over on that occasion. So bit of respite there. Nova Scotia, well, they've kicked away a little bit here, 4-1. But as you know, it's not happened. Now there's a substitution that has been called. Bruno Hage is off, which I must admit I didn't know about. He knew that he wouldn't be playing he's injured at present and is playing just short stints. And it's going to be Marcus. And now I will try and get the correct pronunciation of his name. I can't guarantee that I will, but we'll talk. Telemaki. Marcus Telemaki, and he's now on the right wing, and he has the ball in hand now. 21-year-old. Comes in now. As with discus, nice throw too. Just pushed wide by Pye. Good start there by Telemaki. Parsons comes into the centre. Goes with the discus. Almost takes out his centre player. Picked up by Ripley though. Ripley. Scotia goes in, aiming for that AB cap. Doesn't get through. Parsons gets across there nicely, playing in the centre. Goes with the discus throw. Aiming for the C corner. Got through. But Ahmed Zavetivi, but Ripley was there to tidy up Doug Ripley now. About 2 metres in goes a big cross-court ball, but well wide, and it's blocked out over the balls down there. Must a huge thank you to the Old Power team for bringing you this coverage by putting the funds up to support DSN to get over here to broadcast this. Parsons with the ball, runs out to his left wing, hooks it back in, through his ball straight out. To go into the back of the net, but put the ball down out of court. Marcus Telemaki now comes in, goes with the discus throw, bouncing ball, fractured up, but just pushed wide by Simon Richard. So pushed wide on that occasion. So there we have Richard now with the ball, goes across court, beats this time. Marcus Telemaki does the chasing, very agile. He's a big man. Only 21. Big lump of a kid. Goes down aiming for that gap. Great ball. Got through that ABC gap quite nicely. He looked unlucky not to score with his first throw. So now if people are trying to get through on the chat, I don't actually have the chat open. If people want to send me messages, they can send it to me directly on my Facebook page, and I will try and get to them when I can. But I'm here to call goal ball. Anyway. Ball now thrown by Pai straight down his line, which is the A post for him. But Marcus Telemaki gets across it, lays the ball off now to Ahmed Zavetivi. Goes across court, aiming for the AB gap. Doesn't get through on this occasion. Parsons and Richard tied up nicely. Richard now goes across court. Oh, beat Ahmed Zavetivi, but lays it off now to Ripley. Ripley on the left-hand wing. Ball pushed out on this occasion in the C corner. Simon Sharp with the ball now. Throwing from his C corner as I look at it, but into the centre. Lays it off now to Marcus. Marcus Telemaki comes in now again with a discus ball. Well, this time he's pushed it wide. Ball retrieved by the goal judge. Dropped back in now to Oliver Pai. Pai now. Great flat ball, but straight into Telemaki. Good, this kid looks good. I'll give you the tip. He's impressed with the great fast pass. Timeout for Vancouver. So we've got 5:07 to go in the first half, and it is Vancouver 2 trailing Nova Scotia 4. You're listening to live coverage of the 2015 Super European Goalball League, the final stage from Espoo in Finland. My name's Tony Telfer. I'm proudly brought to you by the PA people, and of course Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. And if you want to support so we can bring more of these tournaments to you, what you need to do is get onto our website www.dsn.net.au, either make a donation to keep us on or buy some merchandise. We've got some fantastic t-shirts, polos, t-shirts, caps and beanies for sale, and more to come. So if you want to get in touch. Anyway, Ripley now throws the ball. Went with a quick one, across court ball on this occasion, aiming to try and get through Pai. Doesn't on this occasion. Over Pai now. Goes across. Oh, he's beaten Ahmed Zavetivi again. It comes off Marcus Telemaki's feet and picked up by Ripley. Ripley goes with a cross court ball. Again off Parsons' fingers, but Pai's there. Runs back out. Goes with an interesting discus throw, but picked up by Ripley. Big cross court pass to Marcus Telemaki. Marcus goes down the line. Great ball. But into the chest there of Oliver Pai. Pai with the ball now goes across into the centre. Picked up on this occasion by Zavetivi. He lays it off to Ripley. Ripley runs around to the right-hand side. Almost got through the hands. Goes across now to Simon Richard. Goes in. Nice ball, but well blocked on this occasion by Ripley, and it goes well out. So, that's it. The next game will be followed by Old Power versus Napaya. So, a battle of the two Finnish clubs. The ball has just been pushed wide. Ball now with Pai. Oliver Pai. Bouncing ball, aiming for the... Well, I think it was aiming for the AB area, but AB, almost an own goal, but picked up by Marcus Telemaki. Goes a flat ball, but again pushes wide. Just pushed it wide at the end, but is a little bit behind it, I'll give you that much. He certainly did so. Just have a look and see. It looks like it might have been Richard on that occasion, but anyway. Once they turn around, we'll find out. This is a bouncing ball on this occasion. Thrown by Talamaki, cross-court ball. This time picked up by, this is Richard in the centre with a skipping ball picked up by Ripley. Ripley with the ball now on the left wing for Vancouver. Comes in now. Bouncing ball, but straight into the centre. Lays off now to Parsons. Parsons skip cross-court ball, but pushed wide. Talamaki does the chasing, but he'll get the ball dropped back into him on his wing, the right-hand wing. Ball not dropped back in now. Talamaki with the ball now. Bright yellow shoes comes in. Single discus throw. Flat ball beats Richard in the centre, but into Parsons. Back to Richard, now back to Parsons. Parsons now goes down that line again, but pushed out on this occasion by Ahmed Zavidovic on his feet. Quickly to chase, but doesn't lead in the end. Ball pushed wide. Drop back in now. Ball over. So Parsons goes from one side to the other side, then back to his own side of the court. Comes in now. Goes down that line. Beats Zavidovic off. Ripley though back into Zavidovic. Lays it off now to Marcus Talamaki. 2:32 to go in the first half. Good ball, but too much being it and picked up easily on this occasion by Richard. Lays it off to Oliver Pye. Pye goes across court. Ripley's there. Picks it up nicely. Ripley, a 42-year-old. All at the top of the games at the moment. There's a bouncing ball, but across the centre. And, next ball now. Parsons goes a big cross-court ball. As I said, I do apologise with the angle folks, but unfortunately I need to try and get everybody on the court, and that's the only way that we could get it done, so I do apologise. Hopefully you're able to see everything. His next ball has been blocked by Simon Richard. Lays it off now to Pye. Stands another discus in the team area, picked up by Ripley. Ripley goes with a quick ball back, but this time great saver by Oliver Pye. Pye now goes down the line. Drifts in a bit. Telemaki's there, picks the ball up nicely. About 1.5 meters in, goes in with the discus throw now. Aiming for that same spot, just pushing it too wide. Needs to take a further step in towards the centre and he will correct that angle. Parsons with the ball now. Came across and took the ball from Pye. Comes in now, goes across. Talamaki knocks the ball forward into Zavidovic. Lays it off to Ripley. Doug Ripley now on the left wing for Vancouver. Goes across court ball. And it's really only, there's 2 penalties that have been scored on, which separates these two sides currently. 4-2 in favour of Nova Scotia in the first half. Next ball goes across court, picked up by Marcus Talamaki. Talamaki now with the ball. Discus throw, bouncing ball, beats the centre player for Nova Scotia, but Pye's there. Picks the ball up. Up and over it. Came off this time, came off Zavidovic, so the score is now 5-2 in favour of Nova Scotia. Ripley's come across to the right when to take the throw, and he's going to fumble down the far end, but just pushed wide there by Oliver Pye. Pye with the ball now. Right-handed throw, flat ball into the centre. Zavidovic picks it up, lays it off to Talamaki. We're into the final 30 seconds of the first half. Talamaki needs a goal for his side, but not going to get it on this occasion. Picked up by Simon Richard. Simon Richard with the ball now. Bouncing ball up and over the back. Beat the outstretched feet there of Zavidovic, and Ripley was protecting his line, and the ball got a little bit of hype, but just as Vancouver get back, Nova Scotia now out to a 4-goal lead late in the first half, and there's a great ball but just wide. Then this will be the last throw of the half. There's Parsons. And that is full time, for half time. So at half time, the current score is Nova Scotia 6, leading Vancouver 2. We'll be back with you in a couple of moments for the resumption of the second half. You're listening to Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. And welcome back to our live coverage of the Stage 3 of the 2015 Super European Goalball League on Disability Sports Network. My name's Tony Telfer. Pleasure to have you all on board for this game, which is currently here with Nova Scotia leading Vancouver 6-2. So don't forget, you can also see us, if you're listening to us, you can also go and watch us on DSN TV. So, better substitution. Marcus Telemarki is out of the game, been subbed out, and Bruno Hashi is back in for the start of the second half. Look like there's been any changes down here. Nova Scotia to start with the ball. Got Parsons on the left wing, on the right wing, but Simon takes a bouncing ball, beats Cividivi, but picked up by Ripley. Ripley on the left wing goes for that AB gap rather, doesn't quite get through there. Beats Moran Richard, but picked up by Parsons, kicked forward. He takes a throw down. Ball pushed wide there by Bruno on this occasion. Bruno Haish comes in now, right winger. His side down, high ball has been called. Oh dear, high ball called. So this is not a good start for them. The score is now currently 6-2 in favour of Nova Scotia. And Smorish's taking the throw, goes down the line of the AB area. Bruno Harsh doesn't get to the ball, so goal is now, the score is now 7-2 in favour of Nova Scotia. So Bruno Harsh now goes across court into the centre though. Smorish's picks the ball up, blows back to Parsons. Peter Parsons goes across court, but big ball. Well, went probably about the 3 metre line at the far end of the court, so the ball has now been retrieved by the Coldraves. Great thanks to all the officials here this weekend. Ripley's come across to take the ball. Bouncing ball again, beat the centre player, which is Small Richard, but result, just trying to see who that is in the centre now. There's a ball, cross-court ball on this occasion. Like there's been a substitution. Just stand up and have a look and see. No, Mason Smith is still on the bench. Ripley now on the left wing. Goes down that line. Parsons with the ball now. With the ball, there's a big fracture at Farron, but out and a line out has been called. So, Parsons now. Hayes with the ball. Nice flat ball. Beats the centre play, but doesn't beat Oliver Pye. Piner with the ball. Goes across court. Into the centre though. Ahmed Zavidivic with the ball now. Comes in. Runs slightly to his right. Then goes through to try and beat the defence. Doesn't do it on this occasion. This time Pye ran across and then went back and did a discus, but went straight into the centre. Ball now with Ripley. Goes down the line but just pushes the ball wide. Ball now. Passes. Now there's an official time for eye shades. Equipment check now. I'm not sure who the referees are, but I'll go through the referees list for you later on. Now there is a link which I will give you, which you can click onto on YouTube and also view these games live as well. So anyway, the ball now with Parsons. Parsons from Nova Scotia goes across court, ball and pushed wide on this occasion by Hash. Hash with the ball now for Vancouver, comes in, goes for the BC gap, doesn't get through on this occasion, beat the centre player in Simon Richard. He's going to take the throw now front of centre. Bouncing ball. Divi does the chasing. He's going to take the throw himself on this occasion. Goes in now. Goes for that. Now remember, the ball fractured on this occasion, but luckily it went forward. It could so easily have gone up and rolled back. Parsons with the ball now. Throws the ball straight in the centre. Picked up by Ripley. Goes for a quick return. Parsons equal to it though and pushes the ball wide. Ball going to be dropped back in now to Parsons. So, as I said, I hope you're enjoying the coverage. We're certainly doing the best that we can. So I do apologise about the angle, but unfortunately you can only work with what you can work with here. So anyway, the ball with Bruno H now. Goes down, goes through the defence this time Richard was slow to get down, and it did get through. They looked a couple of times a bit vulnerable on that BC area, and this time Bruno Harsh has called them out. So the score is now 3-7 in favour of Nova Scotia with 9:22 to go in the second half. Parsons throws from the BC area. The centre of the corporate goes straight down to the centre. Ball now with Zividivi. This ball fracture, and this time it has gone back off the back of Parsons into the goal, so another goal. So the score is now 4-7. Parsons with the ball now. Goes across court and pushed wide. This goes by Bruno Hush. Bruno with the ball now. Comes in. A very flat, fast ball. Beat the centre play, but Parsons' feet kicked the ball forward and then chased down by Richard. Simon Richard bouncing ball on this occasion, but into the AB area. Bruno is there to block the ball wide. Comes in now on his right wing. It's a good ball, but straight into the centre. And timeout, Nova Scotia. So, with 8:40 to go in the second half, we have Nova Scotia 7 leading Vancouver 4. You're listening to coverage of the 2015 Stage 3 of the Super European Goalball League on the Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. Proudly brought to you by the PA people. And don't forget, we're into the final month of shows for this year. With all blurred line, speed of sound, around the bar with Buddha and Highball all finishing up within the next couple of weeks. So tune in for all your news, views and reviews on all of those shows, as well as special guests. And just go to www.dsn.net.au and you'll be able to get all the scheduling details. We've got an official time out here, as we do have a equipment check by the look of it. Yep, it certainly is. Now, maybe an issue with the patches here. So there we go. So the ball's going to be dropped back in, and Oliver Pye's going to take it. Parsons on the right wing. Small Richard in the centre, and Pye on the left wing. Pye taking the throw, but from the centre. This occasion nicely picked up by Ripley on his left wing. Doug Ripley now comes in. Bouncing ball. Ball goes forward, picked up by Richard. Richard now with the ball. Goes with the discus throw, aiming for the AB area. Doesn't get enough on it, and it's picked up in B there by Ahmad Saviti. Goes across court, and this time he's got through the gap again with a quick return through Richard and also Parsons again. This is Cajun. So back to that 2-goal difference. Can they just bridge that gap? Whenever they've got to this position in Nova Scotia, have scored a couple of goals, but not on this occasion. Bruno Harsh pushes the ball out. Bruno on the right wing. Comes in about 2 metres. Goes for that gap once again. This time, Pye's there, blocks the ball nicely. Pye now on the left wing for Nova Scotia. Goes with a cross-court ball into the centre though. Zividivi goes and does the chasing. He's going to take the throw himself from the centre. It's on the flat ball. This time again it beat Simon Richard in the centre, but Parsons was there. But Richard's going to take the throw. Goes across court. But this time it's pushed out by Bruno Harsh. Bruno now to take the ball on the right wing. For Vancouver comes in now. There's a flat ball, but this time it's eaten up by Richard in the centre. Parsons. Pye almost from the centre takes a throw. Throws it straight at the centre. Zividivi picks it up, lays it off to Ripley. Ripley now goes for that gap again. There's a fracture once more, and a scrambling save there by Parsons. Parsons with the ball. Sends the ball into the centre, picked up by Zividivi. Lays it off to... Now this is Harsh. Bruno Harsh coming across and took it from the left wing. The ball now. Parsons on the right wing for Nova Scotia. Bouncing ball into the centre, picked up by Matsevitivi. Lays off to Bruno Harsh. Bruno now goes for the cross-court ball. Beats the centre player, Richard. Lays the ball off to Parsons. Parsons on the right wing. Cross-court ball bouncing by, but pushed wide on this occasion. So substitution. So Marcus Telemark is going to come in and replace Bruno Harsh. So yeah, he's played about about 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, 5.5 minutes in this game here. So, and was told that he'd play about 5 minutes and a half. Excuse me. I do apologise. You're actually working solo for this tournament. My co-conspirator, as it would be, Matthew Hines, is living it up in Perth at present. So, anyway, Telemaki's back on court and has the ball. Oh, again beat Richard, but straight into the chest of Parsons. Parsons has saved Nova Scotia on at least 6 occasions I can count. On balls that have been almost a high ball. This time it's goal there, beat Richard on that occasion. Simon Richard, so score is 7-6. So it certainly came back nicely here for Vancouver. And that's what happens if you don't panic in goal ball. There's plenty of time in a game. It's been proven time and time again. All 3 for Nova Scotia are set on the back of their net at present. And it looks like it's going to be Pye to take the throw. Oliver Pye. Cross-court ball beat Zavadivi on this occasion. Picked up by Ripley. Ripley about 2 metres in from the left wing. Goes across court, but this time he's pushed it wide. Ball now drop back in. Pye with the ball now. Goes across. Game beats Zavadivi, but Ripley's there, but bounces forward and picked up now by Ahmed Zavadivi. Now goes across court. Up, and is it going to go in? No, it's gone just pushed wide there by Parsons. So, Peter Parsons now on the right wing. Goes for that gap between B7. There's nothing there on this occasion. Well picked up. This time, Simone Richard picks the ball up nicely in the centre. Goes for the discus throw, bouncing ball. Again, straight into Ripley. Ripley lays the ball off now to Telemaki on the other wing. Telemaki now on the right wing. About a metre in. Good fast ball, but just again pushing the ball wide. As I said, Parsons with the ball now for Nova Scotia. He needs to take a further step in towards the centre. And then he'll correct that angle. Next ball's into the centre, laid off by Zavadivi. Picked up by Ripley. Ripley runs around to take the throw from the right wing. They've worked out a target out there, and they're hitting there again. It's Oliver Pye, though. Equal to them in defence. Comes in now, goes down the line. Oh, and off the post. Picked up by Telemaki. Telemaki goes with a discus throw. Flat ball, high ball. Yep. It was very, very, well, it was smooth, but he obviously let it down too late. Anyway. Looks like it's going to be Ricard to take the throw. It is. Small Richard taking the throw. Goes down the right wing and into the corner. Good ball. Good effort there by Marcus Telemaki. But Nova Scotia again could a little bit clear. 8-6 with 4:55 to go in the second half. This is the first game of the final stage of the Super European Goalball League. Next will be Old Powell versus Napaya. Zipidivi takes ball from the centre, but Richard does the chasing. Lays the ball off now. Parsons with the ball. Goes across. Picked up by Zipidivi. Goes with a quick return, but he's pushed it wide. He had been scrambling, but he needed to keep the ball on court. Parsons now just to the right of centre. Hooking ball, but straight into the centre once more. Picked up by Ahmed Zipidivi. Lays it off to Marcus Telemaki. Comes in now, discus throw, but again he's pushed the ball well wide. He needs to square himself up and take that pace in towards the centre because he's constantly kicking the ball wide. Next ball into the centre. Zividivi does his chasing, lays the ball off now to Ripley. Doug Ripley comes in into the centre though. Simon. Sharp with the ball now from the centre, bouncing ball, almost a long ball, referee. I think if that was called in the first half, should have been called now. But anyway, time has been called by Vancouver. The score is 8-6 with 4 minutes exactly to go in the second half of the opening game of the 2015 Stage 3 of the Super European Goalball League. And I will update the scores when I get a chance to. But at the moment, as I said, I haven't been able to do so. But we'll have a look in And we will update them on Facebook. Thank you very much, Sean. Vancouver with the ball. Marcus Talamaki goes to the bouncing ball, but into the centre on this occasion. Laid off to Oliver Pye. Goes to the discus throw across court ball into the centre. Zividivi picks the ball up now. Lays the ball off. Oh, next ball into the centre. Doesn't get through though on this occasion. It's thrown by Oliver Pye, bouncing ball. Picked up by Marcus Talamaki for Vancouver. Finish man from Vancouver, but into the centre. Simon Richard picks it up. Now lays the ball off to Parsons. Parsons goes into the centre. Ripley with the ball now on the left wing. The ball's been laid off. But straight into the centre once more. But block that now, passed back to Parsons. And Parsons throws the ball and hits the wall. So he missed by a long way on that occasion. So next ball has been thrown wide on this occasion. Oh, again the ball well pushed wide on this occasion. I do apologise. I'm just having a drink. I'm sort of running a little bit short of wind at present, so I do apologise. Next ball. Into the centre. Zividivi with the ball now. Goes across. But this time Parsons is there to pick it up. Sends the ball straight back down on this occasion. Quick return by Zividivi. It doesn't get through though. Great effort. Just didn't quite get through on this occasion. Ball now thrown across court. Ripley with the ball. Plays it off now to Zividivi in the centre. Ahmed Zividivi throws now a ball down the centre. Simon Richard equal. Now we're getting down into the 1:42 to go. The score is still 8-6 in favour of Nova Scotia. Next ball into the centre. Picked up by Zividivi. Lays it off now to Marcus Talamaki. Goes down the line. This time throws the ball wide. Next ball laid off to Marcus Talamaki. Marcus with the ball now. Ball's been thrown wide. Just missed the mark on that occasion there, Oliver Pye. Oh, Talamaki goes with a quick ball, but straight in the centre. Richard's picked it up nicely. Lays it off now to Pye. Pye comes in around about, just to the left of centre. Goes across court. Ball picked up by Ripley. Ripley goes with a quick return. Beats Richard, but Parsons is there to pick it up nicely. Parsons now. Bouncing ball, cross court ball. It's about a much tighter half by Vancouver. Talamaki now with the ball. Pushes the ball wide. They certainly have won the second half. We've got 36 seconds, but it is still a 2-goal difference between the two sides. Nova Scotia with ball now. Oliver Pye into the centre. Zividivi. He's going to take the throw himself. Runs back. Takes it and throws the ball towards me. Missed that by a long way on that occasion. But that's fine. Next ball now. It's been laid off to Parsons. Parsons bouncing ball down to the centre. Picked up by Zividivi. So the score is 15 seconds to go. Still a 2-goal difference. Pye with the ball now. Goes across court. He's missed the mark on this occasion. The clock has stopped. This will be the last play of the game. it will be a win to Nova Scotia. We'll have bragging rights, at least in the short term. Bouncing ball across court, and that will be time, gentlemen, please. So, the end of the first game, we had a win to Nova Scotia, defeating Vancouver by 8 goals to 6. 8 goals to 6. So, good win there to Nova Scotia. So now we'll just give up. So final score, Nova Scotia 8, defeating Vancouver 0. Now what I will do before I take a break for a couple of minutes, well actually as I said, the next game is between Old Power and also Napaya. We'll go through those particular sides for you. So Old Power, Vili Montanen in number 1. Number 5 is Mikko Vitala. Number 7 is Etu Ironen. Then we have Espoo Eason Zebadavi, of course that's Ahmed's brother, and they are coached by Erki Minala, and Ula is their escort. So no Erki Minala playing in this side at present. He's out injured. I do know he's going to be having an operation, but we'll be fine. Anyway, Napaya, we have Jano Matilla in number 1. Number 5 is Petri Pezio. Then we have number 6, which is Tony Elenis. Seen him play before too. Then we have Yanni Vasala. Now, I do apologise. Vasalainen. And number 8 is Mika Honkanen. And Petri Pezio is the coach of that side. So that game is due to kick off in around about 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do until such time as that is we will actually put on some music, and you rejoin us back here for the introduction of the teams for the second game. And the second game is between Napaya and also Old Power. So Old Power. So Vili Montanen. Vitala. Violan. Petro Pezio. So 8 is Mika Honkanen. Jimmy Ligani is Vassilman. Tony Elenis. And also Petri Pozio is number 5, and number 1 is Jano Matilla. So in this next game, Old Power will be at this end of the court, at the commentary end, which is to your left of screen as you're looking at it, or to the left-hand side of your radio dial. Now it looks like that we may be starting, let's see, he's starting where? Looks like we've got Eason Bitaby on, number 9, Mikko Vitala, and also the number 1, which is Vili Montanen. they look like they're the three that will be starting. So, Eason Vidavidi, number 9. Now, it looks like he may actually be playing in the centre. Zibidibi. Now, for Napaya, let me just try and see the numbers. So we've got number 6 out there on court, who is Tony Elenis, which is no surprise. 8, by the look of it, who is Mika Honkanen. And I thought it would be Petri Pozio would be the other player, but I'll wait and see. I've certainly got 8. Now there's a bit of movement going on, so it looks like 5 is walking towards the bench. So we've got 8 and 6, and that 5 may be getting some repatches done. So it looks like it might be 5, 6 and 8 for Napaya. And that will of course be Petri Pozio. Also 6 Tony Elenis and 8, which is Mika Honkanen. So it'll be interesting to see what positions they do take on court. Now, Easton will play in the centre, I imagine, Zivadivi, or as he's known over here, Espoo. That's what they call him. So yeah, it looks like we've got Elenis, Honkanen, and also Pozio at for Napaya at the far end. So, but I will confirm that. It certainly is 6 and 8. I can see that them out there, and I'll just wait for the let's turn around and see getting their blindfold check the present. So we had an all Canada affair. This is an all Finnish affair. This one here. As I said, there's only 4 games tonight. This is the second one, due to commence in around about a minute or so. So we'll see who this, what does happen with this game here now. It looks like Pozio is going into the centre, or is it Lennis? Lennis, is it? It's a little bit difficult to see from where I'm situated. So we've got 5 has gone to the, he's going to go into the, well, he's in the centre at the moment, he's standing in the centre, but it looks like he will be taking that. And it looks like we've got Tony Elenis will be on the left wing. And that will mean that in the centre, there will be Mika Honkanen. Mika Honkanen's going to play the centre. Elenis on the left wing. And on the right wing will be Tony Elenis. Correction, Petri Pozio. This end here we've got on court, we've got Eason Savadavi. We've also got Vili Montanen and also Mikko Vitala. They're the 3 players on court. Now, Eason will play centre. I'd say Mikko looks like he's going to the right wing actually. So Mikko Vitala is going to be on the right wing. So I'm glad they actually reminded me of that, because somebody forgot to turn off their mobile phone who shall remain nameless, and it was me. Anyway, so Vili Montanen, oh no, I did take it off, throws the first ball but into the centre, picked up by Honkanen, lays it back now to Elenis. Elenis now, flat ball goes down the line but throws the ball wide on this occasion. Ball's going to be dropped in. Eventually, as the goal judge does the chasing, drops the ball in now. Mikko Vitala with the ball now. Goes with the discus throw, bouncing ball. Elenis is equal to the occasion though. Collects the ball nicely, pushes the ball wide. Ball thrown by Honkanen from the centre on this occasion. Easily picked up by Eason Savadavi in the centre. Oh, fractured ball on that occasion. I'm just trying to see who that is because that looked like. That didn't look like. Just going to look and see who I've got on the bench here. So I've got. That was Billy Montanen. Now Vitali on the right wing. Bouncing ball, aiming for that gap, but Atlantis is there. Picks the ball up nicely. On the left wing now, Vinapaya comes in. Left hand throw, flat ball. Ball fractured up in front, but blocked out on this occasion by Vitala. Vitala goes with a quick throw on this occasion. Hooks the ball right across and just pushes the ball wide on this occasion. Ball now with Pozio. Petri Pozio with the ball now. Vinapaya comes in now. Cross court ball, but not far enough. Eason Zabadavi picks the ball up. Zabadavi bouncing ball. Stomped into Alenas. Alenas picks the ball up nicely. Goes with the discus. No, actually, it may not be Alenas. It's actually, it may actually be Honkanen, who's on the wing there. Anyway, we'll double check that in a moment. Vitala now goes down the line on this occasion. This Honkanen is in the centre, so it is actually Alenas on that wing. So Honkanen, number 8, did the chasing on that occasion. Ball was thrown though. Cross court ball by Valley Montanen. Big cross court ball into Tony Alenas. Alenas now with the ball. Goes with discus throw. Oh, high bounce too. Very high bounce. Easily picked up by Eason Vidapi. Throws the ball wide though on this occasion. Alenas now with the ball from the player. Big throw cross court pass. Picked up by Pozio. Pozio with the ball now. Bouncing ball. Espoo well covered though on this occasion. Espoo with the ball now lays the ball off to Vili Montanen. Montanen again a high ball. I'm certainly getting some bounce out of this, but straight to the centre. Honkanen with the ball now for Napaya. No score. Napaya goes with a discus throw into the centre. This fractures off. Lays the ball off, but great pass back. Double bounce pass to Mika Vitali. Goes across court, aiming for the AB. Doesn't get through. Picked up by Honkanen, lays it off to Pozio. Pozio now with the ball. Discus throw. Picked up by Vitala. Vitala with the ball now. Comes in. Discus throw. Nice flat ball. It's throwing a lot harder than I saw it in the last time. So it's been something's going right for him at present. Alenas goes down the line. Nice piece of defence there. There's a big pass across on one bounce. Picked up by Vili Montanen. An angled pass too, could have easily been a goal, but nicely picked up. Ball back to the centre though. This ball, Pozio goes down his line, but Montanen's there. Comes up nicely on the left wing. Montanen now. There's a fracture on this occasion. The ball's running loose, but well picked up there by Tony Alenas. Alenas now with the ball. Oh, high ball has been cold. So Tony Alenas now with the ball now. So I've said it before and I'll say it again, and people have got to make the most of these opportunities. So Espoo's taken the throw, and a magnificent ball it was. As soon as the whistle ball, he threw the ball, a cross-court ball, and straight into the C post. A great, fantastic ball there by Eason Zavididi. Ball now with Honkanen in the centre. Honkanen goes down his line, pushed line by Vitala. Mikko Vitala with the ball now. Comes in, discus throw. This time he's thrown that well wide. Into position once more again now. Honkanen throws the ball into the centre, picked up by Eason Zavidivi. Espoo lays off the Vili Montanen, who goes around behind him, takes the throw from the right side. Quick return on this occasion, not enough on it though. Idea was right. The application, wasn't quite there. Need to push the ball a little bit more to his left there with that quick return in the pay. But anyway, Vitala sends the ball down the line. Blocked there by Alanis. Passes across now to Pozio. Pozio on the other wing. Discus throw into the centre. Espoo pushes the ball out on this occasion. That's Eason Zivadavi. course, the brother of Ahmed, who played for Vancouver in the first game. Espoo now has a throw. Flat ball goes across court, aiming for the A post and just pushed wide. The ball now dropped back in. Posio with the ball now. Posio goes with a discus throw. Bouncing ball, should have been a long ball, I would have thought, but no. Picked up by Miko Vitali. Vitali now. The right wing for Old Power. It's down the line. The score is 1-0 in favour of Old Power over Napier. 7:11 to go in the first half. The bouncing ball by Tony Alanis. Picked up by Isan Zavadavi. Lays the ball off now to Monton and goes around behind Zavadavi. But the ball was pushed wide, and it is a timeout, Napier. So with a little bit over under 7 minutes to go, so 6:57 remaining. The score is 1-0 in favour of Napier. So I'm wondering what words of wisdom Erky Minalo would have to say to them. I don't know whether I'd like Erky to be a coach. He's such an intense player. I don't know whether he's like that as a coach. He certainly appears to be. But anyway, he's back in his box prior to the game starting anyway. Still standing though. Anyway, Napier with the ball. Doesn't look like there's been any changes in positions. Right, we'll get it to him. Bounce the ball into the centre, picked up by Isan Zivadevi. Lays it off to Vitala. Okay, Vitala goes down the line, but this time pushes the ball wide. Wanna drop the in. This is Tony Alanis. Bouncing ball across court, ball well wide on this occasion. Lost all direction. So, ball now with Montanan. Bright green shoes goes back across to his left wing. Cross court ball bouncing. Pass across. Picked up on the one bounce by Petru Pezio. Blocked out by Vitala. Mika Vitala. Had an interesting trip coming back from the most recent Super European Goalball League, which I will let people know about later on. The ball now with Honkanen in the centre. Honkanen throws the ball straight down to Zivadevi. Goes now with a flat fast ball and just misses the corner. Post on the C side. Great ball there by Isan. Picked up by Vitala. Vitala now on the right wing. Goes with the discus, bouncing ball, but straight into the centre. Honkanen does the chasing. Lays the ball off to Alanis. Alanis with the ball now. Comes in. Goes down the line. Blocked by Vitala. Does the chasing. Passes across to Espoo. Espoo now with the ball. So timeout. No throw has been called. So they'll get the ball back. Interesting timeout too. Not long since the last one. So it's and very quick. Erky's not the type of coach who will hang around and say things just for the sake of saying it. He had some specific instructions for Willy Montanen by the look of it. And then he has gone back and spoken to, obviously, his other charges on court at present. So, interesting to see what his thoughts are, what his intentions are. Anyway, Willy Montanen's got the ball now, goes straight away. Cross could put the ball down, out. Well, it obviously didn't work. Anyway, Petru Pozio with the ball now. Cross court ball and just misses. It just misses the corner post. Ball now being dropped back in. Vitala with the ball now. Comes in. Discus throw. Straight down the centre though. Picked up by Honkanen, goes with a quick return. Vitala's there. Equal to the occasion. Picks it up. Passes the ball across the top now. Willy Montanen with the ball now. Montanen. Bouncing almost a high ball, I thought, but obviously hit the ball. So Alanis picks it up. Goes it across to Honkanen. Honkanen now sends the ball straight back. Vili Montanen picks the ball up now. Montanen on the left wing for Old Power. Goes with a discus throw. Cross-court ball aiming for the BC area. Doesn't get it through on this occasion. The ball now with Pozio. Petru Pozio. Great ball. High ball has been called though. It was very, very fast. Now, does Easton take the throw again? Yes, he's going to. This time he's going to the right-hand side of the court. The same result. Gone straight, but blocked on this occasion. This time, Bozio picked the right side of the court and just dropped down. Idea was right, but again, execution, well, not there in this occasion. This time it's blocked though by Easton Zivitovic. The ball now. It's been called a ball over, a bouncing ball now thrown by... Oh, and it's a loose piece of defence by Eason. And a goal to Napaya. So the score is now 1-1 with 4 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the first half. And please excuse me for one moment, ladies and gentlemen. Next ball's... I'll wait for a gap. Break and play. Picked up now by Pozio. Pozio now goes across court. Oh, beats Savitivi on this occasion as well. Picked up by Vitala. Vitala hands it across to Montanen. Montanen goes into the centre, picked up by Honkanen. Honkanen from the payer. Goes straight through the gap, but no, nicely picked up there. Just in front of the goal line by Montanen. Montanen goes for a big cross-court ball. Tony Alanis is there. Picks the ball up nicely. And goes right out to his post. A slow bouncing ball, which Montanen easily picks up, controls. Throws from about a metre in, goes for the cross-court ball and again just misses the post and on this occasion. Bozio with the ball now. Beats Isan, but blocked by Montanen. Lays it off now to Vitala. Miko Vitala, discus throw, goes down the line aiming for the BC gap. Doesn't get through on this occasion. Alanis now with the ball. Okay, a bouncing ball. Picked up by Eason. Eason there with the ball. Goes for the bouncing ball as well, but not a lot. A high bounce, but not a lot, not else with them. Easy pickings there for Honkanen. Lays it off now to Pozio. Pozio with the ball now. This time, the ball's rolling loose on court. Picked up by Vital. He's going to have to be quick. Goes through now. Gets rid of the ball nicely. And, well, Tony Lenders has got his hands up, but pushes the ball just wide. This occasion. Tony Lenders goes down the line, but well blocked out by Vitala. Montanen's coming across. He's going to take the nose. Yes, Montanen's coming across to take the ball. Philly Montanen with the ball now comes in. Bouncing ball. Straight into Honkanen in the centre. That for Napaya. Oh, he laid the ball off, but a bit of an angle, but nicely picked up in the end by Pozio. Comes across to the other side of the court. Again drips it straight into that AB area, but pushed wide. This time again by Vitala. The ball now dropped back in. Vitala with the ball. Comes in now. It's a good ball with Tony Alanis. Equal to the task on this occasion. Goes back to his post on the left wing for Napaya. Throws a cross-court ball, which is going to go out very early on. Next ball. Montanen waiting like a cat to take this ball. Where's this going? As we enter almost the final 2 minutes of the first half. Score 1-1. Honkanen does the chasing, lays it off to Pozio. Pozio picks up on the run and throws the ball wide. And it's lucky he was out because otherwise it could have easily been called a high ball. Philly Montanen now. On the left wing for Napaya. A bouncing ball. But nicely picked up again by Honkanen. Lays it off to Pozio. Petru Pozio now. On the right wing. Went down the line. This time it's picked up by Eason Savitivi. Eason now goes across court. Oh, and just pushed wide on this occasion. Almost pushed into the back of the net. Alanis had no chance. So premature throw has been called. Miko Vitala with the ball now. Comes and goes with the discus throw. Alanis picks the ball up. Alanis walks across now. Gives it to Pozio. Pozio goes through the centre. Beats Eason off Vitala. And now with Montanen, this time it's ball has been put out on this occasion by Alanis. Alanis with the ball now for Napaya. Again going with the cross-court ball, but should be easily picked up by Vili Montanen, and it is. Montanen tries to go across Honkanen in the centre, doesn't do it. Lays it off to Posio for Napaya. Goes down his line. Montanen picks the ball up now. Vili Montanen, where's he going to put this one here? Strong defence on both sides. Honkanen pushes the ball out to his left and out. Alanis now comes in discus throw, a big high bouncing ball. Blocked by Eason. Zavidovi picks the ball up now, lays the ball off now to Miko Vitala. But down the line now, Lennon picks it up, throws a long pass across to Posio. Posio goes across court. This looks like it's going to drift wide, and it isn't. Will be a line out. So with 24 seconds remaining in the first half, the score is 1-1. And I would suggest that maybe that's what we'll be going into the break at, is 1-1. Next ball wide, Vitala goes across and just pushed wide in the end. So we'll get two more plays here with 16 seconds to go in the first half of the two Finnish teams. Posio goes for the throw. Down the line, is it? No, pushed wide by Montanen. Vili Montanen pushes the ball wide with the ball now. He's once again the last play of the half. Make it count. He's tried to, but this time it's too easy for Honkanen. Honkanen now will probably get the last laugh. And that is the half-time. So at half-time, it is Napaya and Old Power 1-1. We'll be back with you for the start of the second half on the Disability Sports Network. And welcome back to the second half of the game between Napaya and also Old Power, with Napaya and Old Power all locked up at 1 game, 1 goal all. Now it looks like there's been a substitution here for Napaya. Let's just look and see. Yes, okay. Yanni Vasilian is in. So that's Yanni in for Tony Alanis. Napaya to start with the ball. Honkanen with the ball. Lays the ball off straight away though. To just that looks like it is. Some of them changed positions or not. Miko Vitala sends the ball down instead of Honkanen does the chasing. Now this is Yanni Vassilin throws the ball out on this occasion, so not quite finding the mark anybody at the moment. So we've still got Petri Posio on the left wing, Honkanen in the centre, and Yanni Vasilian on the right wing. There's Vili Montanen goes down the line, picked up by Yanni. Goes in now. Aiming for that gap between that piece. He doesn't get through on this occasion. Vili Montanen there with the ball. Picks the ball up. There's a nice hard ball, but just pushes it wide. Picked up by Yanni Vassilin. Goes across. Passes it across on the one bounce. Posio now with the ball. Cross-court ball into the centre. Picked up by Eason Zavidovi. Lays the ball off now to Honkanen, to Vitala. Vitala goes with the discus. In the centre there's a fracture. And the ball's running loose, but picked up there by Petri Posio. Doesn't get flustered at all. Goes with a discus throw, cross-court ball. Very cool character, Posio, I must admit. Eason Zavidovi now with the ball. Comes in. Flat, fast ball. Beats the centre player of Honkanen, but does get through. It doesn't get through Posio. Posio now with the ball. Comes in. Goes for the narrow angle, but between the centre and the wing, which is Vitala, and also Eason. They managed to get it this time. Nice ball by Vitala. Doesn't quite get through though. But the intention was right, and it was a very, very fine effort. Just not quite getting the result that they were after. The ball that's been just pushed wide there by Yanni Vassilinen. Ball now with Vili Montanen for Old Power into the centre. So Honkanen does the chasing. No, ball over has been called. So Veli Montanen now with the ball. Discus throw, bouncing ball. Fractured by Honkanen, by Yanni Vasilia. Now with the ball in hand. On the right wing for Old Power. Goes with discus throw. Fast, flat ball on this occasion. Doesn't get through Montanen. Montanen passes it off now to Vitala. Mika Vitala now on the right wing. Comes in cross-court ball. Nice piece of defensive by, on this occasion, by the right winger Yanni for Napaya. Lays it across court though to Posio. Sends the ball in the centre. Isin Zabadivi with the ball now. There's a nice flat ball. But good work by the right winger. It's very solid on this wing for Napaya. Takes a throw. There's a whistle. There's a chance for goal. And this is in the back of the net. So it's 2-1 now. That was thrown by Gianni Vasilian. So it's 2-1 now in favour of Napaya over Old Power. Montanen now goes with a discus throw. Honkanen picks the ball up, then lays the ball off to Posio. Posio runs around, throws this from the right hand side, hooks it back. There's some Easton's there with it. Goes with a quick return, but he missed the mark. I think he had it beaten if he had to get the ball on court, but failed to do so at this occasion. Yanni Vasilian goes across to take the ball. Again gets a fracture out of the ball between the AP area, but goes forward on this occasion. Vitala goes with the cross-court ball. Doesn't get through. Honkanen now taking the throw from the centre. It's it's an ordinary throw. Straight down the middle, not a lot of power in it. Veli Montanen picks the ball up now. I think he may have lost his footing when he did it. Montanen goes for the A corner, doesn't quite get through on this occasion, so we give him the benefit of the doubt. And we all have had those times. Yanni Vasilian now with the ball. Went for the BC area, didn't get though. Picked up by Zavadivi in the centre for Old Power. There was a cross court on this occasion. I think they're going the wrong wing. They will be going to Posio's wing. Put the ball down on one of those gaps. Picked up a quick return on this occasion by Montanen. Doesn't get through. Good work there by Yanni Vasilian. Goes in now. And Yanni's put the ball out and wide. And I apologise about the pronunciations, but it's not my strong suit. Well, it's all right, but I'm not sure how they're actually pronounced. If I heard that, then it would make a difference. But anyway, Isin Zabadivi. Long ball has been called. So Espoo now to defend. It's not Honkanen. No, it was Posio who put the ball in the back of the net, so the score is now 3-1 in favour of Napaya, but still plenty of time for Old Power. Still 7:43 to go in the second half. Montanen. Great flat ball on this occasion. So time out to Napaya. As I said, now 7:33 to go, so Napaya were about to take the throw, they were, but no. Coaching staff called a timeout. Which is a smart thing to do, so so Napaya and Old Power duelling out. Now, just to let everybody know, the next game is between 5th Malmo and Sultanus, and that will be starting at 6 o'clock. So we've got for Sultanus, we've got Montevideas, Naruskas Montevideas. We also have Athuras, John Killius, which I'll get to after this. Quick return, quick throw taken after the timeout by Honkanen. By Yanni Vasilian. Doesn't get through. Next ball's been thrown, but into the centre. Posio now with the ball. Goes across court. Go across. Picked up though by Montanen. Montanen goes around to take the ball from that side. Straight into Posio. Picks up. Is he going to pick the line? Yes, he is, but not getting enough angle on it there. Espoo's there and picks it up nicely for Old Power. Lays it off to Vitala. Miko Vitala goes down the line. There's a fracture. This time it goes forward. It's the luck of the draw, I guess, because we've seen it happen before. It's gone backwards. Espoo's gone forward to take the throw. Knockout call for a high ball. Could have quite easily, but didn't get to it on this time. This time, Yanni throws for Napaya. Espoo picks up Monson and sends it straight back, though. Picked up by Honkanen now. Honkanen for Napaya with the ball. Goes with a discus throw from the centre, aiming for the basic gap. Picked up by Espoo. Espoo lays the ball back to Vitala. Vitala now goes across court, but straight into Yanni. Yanni now for Napaya with the ball. Comes in and misses the mark, though. Misses the mark by a long way. So, substitution there for Old Power, which caught a few people by surprise, especially me. So, Veli Montanen's coming out, which is a bit of a surprise. And E2... yes. E2 Aronan coming in. So we've got Aronan coming in. Very, very solid. Watched him play last year and seen a little bit of, well, all of these guys actually. Certainly most of them. As over here last year, I might put my jacket on at the end of this game. It's getting a little bit fresh in here at the moment. So, but, well, got 6:14 to go. Quick throw taken on this occasion. The ball's been pushed wide, though, by Yanni for Old Power. For Napaya. So we have an equipment check. It's a flat ball, but it's gone straight through the gap. Now, you'd almost complain about that because somebody called an official timeout. But it's 4-1, and that went straight through the gap between Vitala and also Espoo in the centre. Vitala now. Bouncing ball. Long ball has been called. Oh, I'll tell you what, sorry, it's not Vitala, it's actually Aronan who's been called for the high ball. It's Aronan, I think it might have been his first throw too. And it's, well, they missed the court on that occasion. That was Posio actually missed the court in a penalty situation. Maybe tried too hard. And so there's been a change. So Espoo's in the centre. Still, we've got Ronan now on the right wing and Vitala who's gone to the left wing. So Mika Vitala in the left wing now, it appears. And still we have Yanni on the right wing. We have Mika Honkanen in the centre. And we also have Petri Pozio on the left wing for Napaya. So, yeah, and that's certainly the case. So we've got the ball in the hands of Miko Vitala. There's our discus throw. Aiming for that gap, doesn't get through on this occasion. Yanni been very solid on the right wing since he's come on for Old Power. And throwing well too, but this time just pushes it wide, pushes it to his right. And no score. Goal judges do the chasing jobs. The ball back in now. Vitala goes down the line. But it's not going to happen this way here. Ball passed across now to Petri Pozzo. Fumbled, well, it looked like a bounce, but nice ball, but into the centre. Espoo passes it off now to Aronan. Aronan goes across court. And out. So we've got an official timeout. Well, they've called an official timeout equipment check. I'm just seeing where the equipment is they're checking. It's certainly none of the players. Oh, now it... no. I'm not sure what the... I think it might have been a check on the bench in relation to an issue. But anyway. Yanni now with the ball now goes down that line but promptly throws the ball. Just gets a little bit of hook on it towards the end and pushes it wide. 5:19 to go in the second half. Score is 4-1 to Napaya over Old Power. Vitala now with the ball. Ball straight into the centre though on this occasion. Honkanen blocks the ball out. Ball about to be dropped back in now. So, premature throw taken by Honkanen. It's a great ball, but just doesn't get through. Gets up, beats the centre player, but Posio's there to defend the ball nicely. For Posio now on the left wing, goes down that line too, but just pushes it to his left, and the ball's just gone out. Great support from the goal judges and all the volunteers, and fantastic job by Old Power for organising it. It's been a great performance for them. Ronan goes across and beats everybody, goes through for the goal. The bounce defeated everybody there, fooled everybody. It should have been taken by Honkanen and then should have been taken by Yarni as well. But it bounced by Ronan, skipped through, so the score is now 4-2. And we've got 4:28 to go in the second half. Honkanen throws from the centre. That's correction. It wasn't Honkanen. It was Posio on the right, at the left wing. I was looking down the other end to see because they were looking at the nets issue. Long ball has been called on Yarni. Now, the interesting thing to see now Eason is over Divi. He's going to, no, he's not going to take. He's giving it to Itu Aronan. Interesting choice here. Now he's going to have to go across because if he goes down the line, he has gone across, and a great ball, nice flat ball into the far corner. Score is now 4-3 in favour of Napaya over Old Power, and you can just feel the momentum shifting. Got to calm down now. Napaya Honkanen with the ball now. In the centre for Napaya, goes with a discus throw. It's imperative that they don't get overzealous here, Old Power. Ball with a Ronan now. Goes down the line, but Posio's head picks it up nicely. It's cool as a cucumber. Goes across, got a nice hard ball, but blocked forward. Picked up by Eason, but lays it off to Mika Vitala. He sends it down to Honkanen now. Sends the ball straight back into the centre. Again, Espoo lays the ball off now to Vitala. Vitala goes with the bouncing ball. Straight into the arms though of Yarni. He's got to keep this down flat. Goes with a bouncing ball, but well blocked there by Zafadivi. Oh, great bounce. Listen, oh, just missed the far corner and pushed wide by Old Power. Official timeout. So it's baby crying here, and no, it's not me for all those listeners. Posio goes across court and pushed out by Vitala. Vitala now with the ball. Going down that line, just misses the mark. Not a lot in it, but just missed that mark. Yarni goes across the other side of the court to take it. Ball goes across court and misses the court. Vitale had it covered, I'm pretty sure. It was certainly on the post. Ronan now with the ball. It's gone across, goes back to his own side. Hooks the ball back, aiming for that gap once more. Fractured forward though, on this occasion by Honkanen. So timeout to Napaya with the 3:04 remaining in the game. And the score is currently 4-3 in favour of Napaya. So what do they say? It's anybody's game. And it certainly is. It's been a great game to watch, actually. As I said, for all my friends in Australia, get up and watch it. It's certainly well worth it. You can catch up on sleep tomorrow. Or for those who are going to work, you can catch up on sleep at work. But anyway, we'll see how things go. No, but we will obviously get a lot more people listening. You would think at that time tomorrow, but certainly at the moment that is not the case. But anyway, there's a bounce, straight through the gap. Old Power just weren't switched on. That was Posio, so the score is now 5-3. They just weren't switched on that occasion. I don't know the reason for it. They just yeah, it just seemed as if they weren't ready for it. But anyway, oh, there you go. That's the break that they needed. They needed that break to steady down. Espoo throws the ball now. Ball fractured forward though by between Yanni and also Mika Honkanen. Got a good ball. There's a ball. Could spin back anyway. Espoo knocks the ball back in the hands of Mika Vitala. Vitala now. Bouncing ball, cross-court ball. This time Honkanen there. Blocks the ball, lays it off to Posio. Posio now with the ball. Oh, and great bouncing ball. Beat Espoo and then beat Vitala on the Vitala on the post. So the score is now 6-3. So I'm not a betting man, but I think the player can probably hold them from here. Ball now with Posio. He takes it from the right wing. Slow to get back into position. Should have been by... And high ball by Vitala. Just pushing that envelope just that little bit too far and pushed it out. Pretty much so. Anyway, we shall see what happens there. And there's a goal, so the score is now 7-3 with 2:04 remaining. They worked so hard to get back into the game, but Old Power have just got a few breaks. So Espoo coming out after a great effort in the centre. So just have a look and see. We've got Joni Johansson coming in. So Joni Johansson, and I would suggest that Ronan. No, he's going into the centre actually. Joni is. He's going to the centre. The ball's been blocked forward though by Yanni. Comes in now. Cross-court ball. Blocked by Vitala. Vitala with the ball now. This ball's into the centre. Honkanen. Oh, interesting pass to Posio, but it worked. Bouncing ball on this occasion. Picked up by Yanni. Yolens passes it across now to Ronan. Bouncing ball into the centre. Blocked forward by Honkanen. Lays the ball off now to Posio. Posio now. A flat ball. Oh, and it's been overdived there by Joni Johansson. And another goal, so the score is now 8-3. And keep your head up, young man. There's plenty of goal ball ahead of you, I'm sure. So Yoni with the ball. Preparing this, so there's substitutions and number one's coming in. So of course there's Billy Montanet who's come in. Back onto the left wing. The ball now in the hands of Posio. Posio goes across court. Another goal on this occasion. It was a good ball. The cross ball, which went across the face of them and kicked in. So, anyway, the ball with now Billy Montanen. The score is a great ball by Montanen. Unlucky. So substitution the payer. So 5 out, 6 in. So that is Posio coming out. And into the game will be, as we just double check, Tony Elenis. So Elenis coming in for Posio. Now he may push Yanni across to the right, to the left wing. No, he's actually gone to the left wing himself. But he's taken the ball with him, or he's standing there. Okay, Elenis is on and he's going to the left wing and he's taking the ball with him. A bit of a fumble there by Yoni, but cleans it up nicely. Lays the ball off to Etu Aronan. Long ball has been called on Aronan. Gee, I tell you what. Well, I guess as long as they're consistent, that's all you can ask for. But we're down now to 43 seconds to go. And it is currently Napaya 9, Old Power 3. And great piece of defensive there by Aronan. Got across nicely to defend that ball and push the ball wide. So we 43 seconds to go. So score doesn't necessarily really reflect the game, the standard of the game. It's only the last probably 3 minutes that Napaya have got on top of Old Power. Bouncing ball now by Veli Montanen, but into the centre. Pass across now to Tony Alanis. Alanis bouncing cross-court ball. Yoni does the chasing, picks the ball up, lays the ball off to Aronan. Oh, beats the defensive Honkanen, but doesn't beat. It doesn't beat Alanis, and Honkanen does the chasing, passes it off now to Yanni, who's missed the goal, missed the area surrounding the goal, and gone. It's on its way to Helsinki, I guess, because we're in Espoo. So, but anyway, there's a wild throw. Veli Montanen takes the ball. So timeout for Napaya with 6 seconds to go. What do you do in this situation? You just play the game on. Pointless timeout when you're that far in front. Absolutely ridiculous timeout. I'm sorry, Napaya, but it is. For 6 seconds, unless he's going to say, "Oh, just hold the ball." But anyway, we shall see what happens. 6 seconds, maybe it's a chance to get another goal, because all goals count and make a difference in this. The score is currently 9-3 in favour of Napaya. Anyway, we shall see what happens. Quick throw taken by Yanni and blocked out, and that will be, well, with 1 second remaining, Old Power have called a timeout. Well, that always makes me laugh, though, when in theory you haven't got the opportunity really to get the ball to the other end. I guess the only thing you'd hope for is maybe if they threw a penalty and penalty was called and they throw penalty in return, but it's a long shot. Anyway, as I said, at the end of this game we'll be taking a break for probably around about 5 minutes, but that is full time. So Napaya have defeated Old Power 9-3. We'll be back with you for the start of the next game in around about 10 minutes. You're on DSN. That really should be the goalball theme song. Welcome back to Espoo and the third leg of the the SEGL Super European Goalball League. My name's Tony Telfer. You're listening and watching us on DSN TV and radio. The next game, which will be kicking off in around about 5 minutes, is between Sultanus and Fifth Malmo. So I just better double check that. I was going off the top of my head there. As I said, I'm doing everything on my own today, so I'm sort of just making sure. Yeah, it is Fifth Malmo taking on Sultanus, which is obviously the next game off the rank. Now we'll go through the teams for you. I'll do the more difficult one first. So for Sultanus, number 1 is Now I think it's Neroustis as pronounced. Nereus it is. Nereus Montevideus, number 1. Number 2 is Antonius John Kinatus. Then we also have Eustace Pazaruskas is number 3. Number 5, now I'm not sure because I saw a number 4 out there for them, so I'll find out So Magnus Mario Zavolis is 8. So there you go. That was the old buddy. There you go. So the team is Martin Engard Peterson in number 2. Number 4 is Frederic Klonkov Borsch. Borsch, so Borsch is what we'll call him. It's the surname, that is. Then we have also number 4 is Borsch. Number 6 is Needs Blix Bolmod. And number 7 is Gustav Koch Rosowski. Oh dear, this is going to be a hard game to call, isn't it, with all the names, I must admit. And as I said, number 9 is Peter Weichel. We also have Stefan Garn playing for them in the number 8 jersey. So, now it looks like they're going to be at the far end of the court. The team from 5th Malmo will be at the far end, and at this end will be the team from Sultanus. So we'll be able to pick them out very shortly. But said around about 5 minutes, you're listening to the Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. My name's Tony Telfer. We've got two more games today, and then a well-earned break, and then we'll be back bright and early at 10 o'clock in the morning for the next game. The last game of the night will be between IFAS and Vancouver. So that's the last game of the day today, and that will follow this game here. So, well, it'll be interesting to see what sort of scores we get in this game here, because there's a lot of very strong sides here. Anyway, we'll soon see. No, they're actually at the other side of the court, I must admit. I'm just having a look to see. No, the players there. So the players are in deep discussions with their coaches. So it's actually Malmo, 5th Malmo to my left. And starting lineup is number 9, which is 1, 9, and I'll just get the other number in a moment. So 1 and 9 are certainly out there. So I just don't know who number 1 is. I don't have a number 1 for them. Unless it's a 7, which we'll try and clarify that in a moment, if we can. So anyway, it will be interesting to see what it is, because some of the numbers aren't matching up and I can only go off the sheets that I've got in front of me. I'm sorry. So it certainly is 1, 9 and 1, 2 and 9. So looks like it might be Montevideas 2, which is John Kinnitus, and 9, which is Magnus Savarakis. That means that number 4 would be on the bench. Oh, so they don't have a number 4. So this is... So this is going to be a bit difficult, so I'm going to have to call by numbers because I'm not certain who the anyway ball with now the right winger. Ball's been defended. Chasing there by 3 is the centre. Let's try and get a call here. The ball's 1 now. The left winger comes in now and throws the ball across court. Now there's some numbers that aren't here from both sides, which means they've changed them. Now I'll be able to see, looks like Montevideas. Oh, bouncing ball thrown by the right winger. Now, that might be Stefan Garn, is it? I'll have a look in a moment. Just going to check his number to see if he's number 9, which is 8, which is it is Stefan Garn, I think. Maybe not. Anyway, it's with 9 now. Comes in, discus throw, bouncing ball into the centre. Ball now dropped in on the right wing, and I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately, when numbers are different to even what they read out when the introductions, then that makes it a little bit more difficult for us to keep track of who players are. 1 now goes into that gap between the AB area. He doesn't get through on this occasion. Ball now dropped back in. Number 3 with the ball now. But lays the ball off the centre player. Oh, beats the centre player. This in here, this is the Sultan is here, I believe, with the ball now. The ball into the centre. Might be going on that side there. Up and over into the back of the net. So the score is 1-0 now. Ball with the left winger number 1. That's out. Ball push forward. Goes by 2. Drops back into the 3 on the right wing. Comes now into the centre. Ball now passed across. I'm trying to find some information while I'm talking to you, ladies and gentlemen, so I'll apologise. Into that gap, didn't quite get through it on that occasion though. Ball now passed across to Martinengana. Ball with the 1. Left winger now. Goes across court on this occasion, doesn't get through. That looks like it's Stefan. No, gives it across to the 3. I'll just check who that may well be. Well, there is no... the 3 on my sheet here is in fact... So that number 3 is in fact... I apologise reading there's number 3. So for one of the teams is number 1 or 4, but there's no 3 on the other. So anyway, we will carry on regardless. Do apologise. Let's ball down the line. ball now, drop back to the left wing now. That looks like Gun. Gun. Ball now. The left wing goes with discus throw, cross court ball. Picked up by the two in the centre. Oh, this is just pushed wide on this occasion. So official timeout has been called. Current score is 1-0. 1-all. This stage. Well, now passed across to the right wing. Goes with the discus throw. Unfortunately, some of the, as you can see yourself when you look at it, we've got players playing in different shirts too, which doesn't make it easier, particularly on the team to my right. Which it's a great ball, fast, flat ball. And line number one with the ball now goes across to right wing to take this throw. Goes with a discus throw. Doesn't get through. It's off. It's running wild. It's by the team for FS. Or fifth Melbourne. So next ball now on the right wing. I'm just going to have to leave the commentary for one moment. So I will be back very shortly. I do apologise for this, ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately sometimes things are in fact out of my control. Won't be a moment. Okay, I do apologise, miss. The ball now with number 1-4. I'm just going to have a look and see whether I can see if that is. Okay, this looks like it is actually. Just come now at this end of the court. Just going to stand up and have a look and see. Yeah, look, it does appear that this is the case. So at this end of the court here, we actually have the saltiness, the Malmo side. Players warming up now. Looks like there's going to be a substitution very shortly. It's a great cross-court ball. Doesn't quite get through though on this occasion. It's a bouncing ball thrown by Saltiness. Comes across, so cross-court ball here into the right-hand side. It'll be, listeners, I do apologise. I'll be with you in 1 second. And sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I was just chasing up about the numbers. So, as I said, this Malmo to the right. And there's a high ball there. Now, that is thrown by number 8. So, that might be Marius Zavolis. Now, what I'm going to have to do is just call them as they're on my sheet. If I get told differently, that is. So, it is Marius Zavolis, who is on court. But that's not him actually defending. It's the ball thrown wide on this occasion from 5th Malmo. That's a bit of a let-off. So it is currently Saltiness 2, 5th Malmo 1. Zavolas now goes with the discus throw. Oh, it's got through the defence. Timeout has been called. Now, I will endeavour to give you who is on court. And I say endeavour because it's not going to be easy. So it looks like it's Peter Weichel. Now, we don't have a number 1. But thanks very much, Miko, as I've just been handed some water. Yeah, so timeout Malmo, yeah. Malmo, yeah, timeout Malmo. And so we'll actually at the end of this next game, I'll fit my other microphone, which I haven't fitted in yet, and be able to have a chat with somebody. But Fifth Malmo down at present. 2-1 now. Looking to see now. This is number 1, so there's no number 1 on their sheet, but it's hooked in towards the centre. It's a line out being called. So the ball now in the hands of that's Pazarovskis, Justus Pazarovskis, but throws the ball out. The ball back in play now. Now just trying to pick who that was. That was it looked like it was Martin Eng. No, it was Peter Weichel. Next ball's been thrown wide by Zavolas. So for the Fifth Malmo on court, we have looks like Weichel. Not sure who number 1 is. I'm guessing since there's no. I've got the jacket on the bench, so I'm not sure. But the next ball has been thrown wide, picked up by the 3, sends it back to Zavolas. Zavolas now goes with a discus throw through the gap, picked up by Weichel. Weichel with the ball now for Fifth Malmo. Comes in, goes with a discus throw. Again, nice piece of defensive work there by Zavolas. And the Pazarovskis coming across now to take the throw. And the left wing comes in there, goes with a discus throw, but throws it straight out. Wasted time. If you're going to walk that far, at least keep the ball on court. So, my thoughts, anyway, walks across now, hands the ball off. Now, I'm not sure who this is. This might be, I'm thinking it might be Pedersen. Martin Engadard Pedersen. Because there's no number 2 there, but he's got number 1 on, so, but we'll find out when there's a substitution. The ball now with Pazarovskis again. Bouncing ball into the back of the net. Well, not quite. Into the goal bar, the crossbar, and drop straight down. A great ball. Next ball was then thrown out there by Weichel. Zavolas comes across the other side of the court. Hooks it back across the centre player. On this occasion, doesn't let the ball get through him. Weichel goes across to the other side, and high ball number 9. So we've got 1, 2 and 9 on for Fifth Malmo. So I'm just going to have a look and see. Sorry, Miko? Okay, well, there you go. Nice piece of defensive work. It's been blocked on that occasion. It's picked a side and chose the right side for them, so which is Zavolas throws that ball to the centre. One lays off the centre player now for Fifth Malmo. Rahel with the ball now. Goes across into the centre though. Picked up by... Now this is John Contidas. Yeah, number 2 it is. I'm just going to double check and see who... Oh, goal 2, and that'd be right. I looked down at the paper and and left wing has thrown that one through. That might actually be Martin Engard, I think, on the Yeah, yeah, Salters. Yeah, number 2. Yeah, for Salters.
No, it's goal.
Another goal. Ray Hill. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I'll concentrate on what I should be doing and look at this at the halftime break. So, but a flurry of goals. So, and the half's gone quickly. So we've only got 2:26 to go, and it's 2-3 in favour of Sultaness at this stage. This is one of the quickest halves we've had so far. But then we did have some silly time out with 1 second to go in the previous game, I must admit. Having said that, I wasn't out there, so you don't know what was said. So Michael with the ball now, cross court ball into John Kauskas, picks the ball up, lays it across now. Arturas, is it? Next ball now. The ball's been blocked for Arturas. Goes forward, chases the ball for Sultanus, lays it off now to Pazarouskas. Pazarouskas into the centre on this occasion. Yep. Michael with the ball now. Comes in, goes for that AB gap, doesn't get through on this occasion. Torres does the chasing, lays the ball off now. Savolis has come across to take the throw. Bouncing ball, long ball has been called. Well, interesting, I've seen some long balls that have been long balls, and I've seen some others that haven't been long balls called and not called today. You're listening to the Disability Sports Network. Yes. Here we go. Long ball now. So Savolis to defend. And is it going to be into the corner? Nice ball, actually, right into the C corner. There was no try. Zavolis didn't even attempt to stop that. Zavolis with the ball. No, it's not actually. It's Pazarouskas. But the ball's kicked wide on this occasion. So 1:27 to go. The score is 3-all. Between Sultanus and 5th Malmo. Now, cross-court ball into the centre, blocked right by Arturas. Lays it off now to Savolis, Marius Savolis. Discus throw. He's thrown that ball well wide, though, very early, too. Doesn't seem to be throwing with the pace that he was the last time I saw him play. Vikel with the ball now. Goes across and then heads back to his own wing, to the right wing. Discus throws going down the line, but lays the ball off now to Zavolis once again. It's a bouncing cross-court ball, and it's into the back of the net off the centre scramble ball. It's well, I'm going by numbers. That's what I thought too. But if I call by numbers, it's showing that he's on there. So it's showing that 8 is on there. But yeah, I'm sure it's 8. Looks like an 8 from here. They do have a 9 though, which is Sergius. No, it does look like an 8 to me. So, but it doesn't seem to be. It didn't seem to be, and that's why I was a little bit confused. I'm just Mikko's not mic'd up at the moment, but we were just saying it doesn't look like Savolis is on the field. Although, according to that, his number. He is. It's actually no. I do apologise. It is Sergius who's on the field. So Sergius was the one who threw that last goal for Sultanus. Just comes in, throws the ball towards the centre, picked up. So we enter the last 20 seconds. Ball with Vikel. And timeout, Sultanus.
This is the guys, not Nerius, not Marius, not Mantas. It's the not Arturas.
Yeah.
So Justas, the 6th one. 6th player, what I didn't mention.
Yeah, so on the side we've got Montevideus 1. We've got Arturas 2. We've got Eustace Pazaruskas 3, 5, Mantis Pazaruskas. Then we've also got Murray Savolas 8, and 9 we've got Mandingas.
This is Mandingas.
Yeah, Mandingas, yes. Yeah, number 9, yeah.
This Mandingas.
Yeah, the left winger, yeah. I made a mistake. It looked like an 8 originally. But so we've got Arturus Mandingas. Oh, there's a bouncing ball. Has it got through? No, it hasn't. Oh, gee whiz. I thought that was him. We've got 1 second to go. This will be the last play of the half. And we'll be back with you with the start of the second half, with the current score being Sultaness 4 are leading 5th Malmo 3. And we'll be back with you shortly on the Disability Sports Network. And welcome back to the second half of the game between Sultaness and also, excuse me, 5th Malmo. Just had a drink of water, and I can tell that its current score is currently 4-3 in favour of Sultaness. Okay, so we've had a substitution, so number 5 is in for Sultaness, and that is Anna Pazarauskas. So we've got Pazarauskas who took the first throw. It's a bouncing ball. This is picked up by the number 3 for Sultaness, who is it's just Pazarauskas. So we've got 3, and we've got 5 who has come in, which is Mandeas. Mantis. Pazarauskas. So Mantis is in the centre. Next ball's been thrown wide on this occasion by the number 1 for 5th Malmo. Not true, that is, they don't have a number 1 listed. So it's a case of trying to determine as we go. But hopefully, they will certainly let me know by very soon. Anyway, we have Arturus now. The ball's almost got through by Sultaness off the 1 on that occasion. For Arturus Pazarauskas always got through on that occasion. Chasing's being done now by Mantis. Plays this now off to Mandingas. Mandingas goes for the B gap, doesn't get through on this occasion. Great work there by the defence for 5th Malmo. And Vikel with the ball now. Goes across court ball. Doesn't get through, and it's just pushed wide on this occasion. Let's stand up and have a bit of a better look at what's what. Mandingas, Pazarauskas, I should say, throw the ball, but it went straight through it across court. Mantis in the centre. On the far wing, we have Mandingas. Away he goes down straight down that line. Is a fracture, but just pushed wide by Mandingas. Mandingas will take this throw. Pazarauskas went across it and take it, but Mandingas has taken the cross court ball. It's a nice piece of work by the number 1 for 5th Malmo. Runs around to take this ball from the right hand side, hooks it back across, doesn't get through the defence in this occasion. Mantis does the chasing, passes the ball back now to Pazarauskas. Pazarauskas now. There's a hard throw into the aiming for the gap between B and C. Doesn't get through on this occasion. 1 now for 5th Malmo. Now, as I said, I don't normally just call the numbers, but at this stage I have to because they haven't given me who it is for them. So Pazarauskas now, bouncing cross-court ball into the centre. Picked up there by the 3. It's self-set now. Goes across to Vikel. Vikel with the ball now. There's a flat ball, but nice piece of work there by Mandingas. Mandingas now with the ball on the left wing. Goes across. I need to try and go across, and it didn't go through. It goes with a quick return. The centre player doesn't get through on this occasion. Mantis, it's caught a ball over, just drops the ball where it is, and fair enough, give himself time to get back to where he needs to. He's set now. Was it the ball dropped in now to Weichel? Weichel with the ball now. Goes across. He's gone all the way across. And now he's walking all the way back. Just to the right of the centre player. Now he's gone right back into his wing and hooked the ball and thrown a high ball. So Weichel's thrown a high ball. So it'll be interesting to see who takes it here. Whether it's going to be... Well, this is interesting because it looks like it's actually going to be Mantas. No, it's Pazarauskas who's taken it and got the guy. Oh, nice work. Got Weichel diving the wrong way. Great throw there by the Sultans. So now they've kicked away to a 5-3 lead. Early in the second half. We've got 9 minutes to go. Number one coming in now. For fifth Malmo. The ball's been pushed across the front by Mantas, but didn't let anybody else know. Pazarauskas now with the ball. Bouncing ball. Has it got through? No, it hasn't. Not on this occasion. Weichel now. Goes with the discus throw. And almost has that. I think they're going to call 10 seconds here. So number one to defend. So a 10-second penalty. Oh, he's got his feet to that and kicked that ball nicely out. It was a good ball. It almost wrong-footed him at first, but and that was taken by Mandingas. So interesting choice there. But anyway, well, nice best work. Weichel with the ball now. Has changed wings. Mantas just blocks the ball out, doesn't move. He knows it's going out, so it's now up to his wingers. The ball's now with Pazarauskas. Cross-court ball. Oh, and it's only just missed the A post. A great ball there by Pazarauskas. Number one now coming. He's gone across the other wing. Ball's bouncing up in the air, but picked up again. So I'm just going to have a look and see who the two is, because it's 1 and 2. So hopefully I'll be able to narrow it down from there. So Neil's pose we've got is... no, who's number 2 we've got? Is Martin Engard. So Martin Engard is on for... So we know we've got Engard Peterson, and also Weichel. Not sure who the one is though, so we'll endeavour to find that out. So with 7:53 to go in this penultimate game of the day, it's 5-3 to Sultanas at present. You're listening to Tony Telfer live from the final stage of the Super European Goalball League, coming to you live from Espoo, Finland, and proudly brought to you by the PA people. Don't forget, if you want to buy some of our merchandise, go online and purchase it. Next ball's thrown by Pazarauskas. Out on this occasion. This is Weichel with the ball now. Comes in, bouncing cross-court ball. Easy picking so for Mandingas, who pushes the ball out. Mandingas with the ball now. For Sultans. Goes with the discus throw. Goes down that line, the ball just bounces forward. Now, but I'll endeavour to find out who number 1 is before the next game, which we should do before tomorrow. Like so. It's a bouncing ball. This goes straight through the back of the net. But Martin Engard and also Weichel all ends up. They were all caught out of position. The score is now 6-3 in the second half. Weichel with the ball now. Runs out to his right. Hooks it back. It's Thomas into the centre though. Discus throw now by... Oh, just pushed wide there by the number 1 for 5th Malmo. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't see didn't have the they had the jackets on the bench, so I was unable to see which other numbers were there as to try and decipher it, but couldn't be done, I'm sorry. Anyway, he has the ball now on the right wing. Comes in, goes down that line. Mandingus is there, though, picks the ball up nicely for Sultanus. Goes through the discus throw, bouncing ball, kicked out by Engelhard. So it's a ball over. Picked up now by the centre. Mantis gives it away to Pazarauskas. So Weichel is off for 5th Malmo, and in his number 4, which is Frederick Kloskov Borsch. So Borsch has come in. So Frederick Borsch has come in for Weichel. Now it'll be interesting to see where he goes. I would say he'll probably go to the wing. So we know that Borsch is there. Now it may very well be Stefan Garn. Or Nels Needs Byland. Might be him. Anyway. High ball straight away by... Well, this is by number 2. So... Engard with the ball. Or to defend the ball. It's gone to Mandingus on this occasion. It's down the line. It's straight into the back of the net. So the score is now... Oh, it looked at the wrong thing then. 7-3. I actually looked at the score and I thought, 6-19. But that's the remaining time in the second half of the penultimate game of the day. Ball went across court. The ball's loose, but great save there by Pazarauskas. Lays it off now to Mandingus, goes for that gap, and it's over and in. Yes, another goal to them again. I think it's almost time to take him off. So timeout 5th Malmo. The score is now 8-3, and with 6:04 to remain in the half, or in the game. So look, it's very interesting. Now, just to let our listeners know, we'll be on air again tomorrow from 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time in Australia, but which will be, of course, in Finland. We'll be on air from around about 9:30 in the morning, and I have a special guest working with me for at least some of tomorrow, and of course it's one of the other directors of Disability Sports Network will be Troy King. He will be joining us tomorrow. Now the final game is going to be between Ifes and Vancouver. So anyway, there's a great ball there. A goal, terrific goal thrown there by and that was by number 4 for them, which was Freddie Borsch. I think Frederick Borsch, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, certainly is Kloskis Borsch. The ball now in the trusty hands of Pazarauskas, goes across. And just missed the post. Borsch got dragged in. He was lucky, very lucky. Ball's now has been laid across. This could be Garn, I think. Into the centre though. Mantis does the chasing, lets the ball go out. So it's ball over. Ball now again with, I think it's Garn, Stefan Garn, number 1. It's now again goes at the same area, but this time Mantis, same result, same thing, different result though. Chase the ball down this time. Lays the ball off down to Pazarauskas. Pazarauskas for Sultanus goes straight into the centre. And does the chasing. Lays the ball off to Borsch, and Borsch just pushes the ball wide. Mandingus goes across and takes it. What is a scramble? It's almost phonetic defence by Fifth Malmo at the moment. There's a high ball there thrown by number 1, which I believe is Stefan Garn, I think. But I will stand corrected. One thing I can tell you is that Pazarauskas does have the ball. And beats him all, ends up again, got him going the wrong way. His score is now 11-4. 10-4. 9-4 even. They're very quick on the board. So they're up by 5 with 5 to go. The ball now in the hands of Borsch. Borsch goes straight down the line. Picked up though by Pazarauskas. Doesn't get worried. Lays the ball off to Mandingus. Mandingus goes for the centre. This time Garn picks up nice. Picked up by the centre player and lays off to Garn. Ball now thrown out. As I say, I think, pretty sure it is Stefan Garn playing in the number 1 jersey. So, the substitution. So, Pazarauskas is out. And, Pazarauskas is out. And coming in for Sultaners is number 1, which is Nereus Montevideus. Well, we don't lose anything by bringing on Montevideus, I can certainly tell you that. So, but the Mandingus takes that throw though into the centre. Engard lays it off now to Borsch. Bouncing ball that passed across now to Montevideus. Oh, what a magnificent ball, but just wide. And certainly a little bit of power behind it, though. Certainly don't lose anything in power. This looks like it's Stefan Garn with the ball. Number 1 goes across. Mandingus knocks the ball down in front of himself, picks the ball up now. Comes in. Goes for that gap. There's a fracture, but the boys roll back nicely on this occasion and cover up. Oh, quick throw there by the centre player who was Engard, but ball, no result. Ball thrown back in the centre. Engard picks the ball up. Pass across now to Borsch. Borsch now with the ball. Flat ball in the centre, but it's a line out. Ball over, even. And there you go, so line out, ball over. Let's see what he can do now. Almost in the centre when he releases it, and a high ball on number 4, which is Borsch, who will be defending. And this is what's cost them in this game here, is the number of high balls that they have thrown. Anyway, here we go. But this one's blocked. And they've actually blocked a few of them too, so. So number 9's coming in, so we'll see whether I got that right, and I don't think I did, of course not. Yep, Vikal's come in. So we've got Vikal, Borsch and Engard on court at the moment for Fifth Malmo. So I'm just having a look, trying to work out who the other number that we did have that was missing. It might be Bix Bullard. Anyway, we've got the ball now with the Mandingus goes across court. The bouncing ball there by Borsch, who's gone across to the left wing, but picked up by Mantis. Lays it off now. Well, there's a long ball called. He doesn't like the call either, and this is Montevideus, so Anyway, we'll see what happens here. As Montevideo's set to defend. Now Martin Enkard is taking the throw. Interesting choice. But successful. Nice ball. Went for the A post and just about probably a foot inside the A post. So good, nice throw. Montevideo's completely went the wrong way. Passes the ball across now. Interesting choice. Excuse me, to Mandingas. Mandingas now throws the ball down, but it's been defended. Oh, and the ball is a nice ball there by Borsch. Montevideo's walks across. Takes this almost from the centre. Bouncing ball. Dip came down at the right time for Vef Malmo. Borsch with the ball now. 2:17 to go. Nice ball on this occasion. There's a bouncing ball. Has it got through? No, it hasn't. It's just saved once again. Next ball into the centre. Someone's picked up by Mantis. Lays it back to Montevideo's. Montevideo's goes across court. Picked up by Borsch. Borsch now for Vef Malmo. Bouncing ball off Mandingas. And timeout for Sultanus has been called. So we'll leave you. You can listen to some of the music for a few moments. And as I said, we've got 1:39 left, 1:39 left. The score is 9-5, and well, strange things have happened in a minute and a half a goal ball. I can't say it happening now, but you never know. So let's go with a quick throw. All players they're diving frantically to scramble for it. Taken by Vikel and pushed wide on this occasion though. They've got to play a little bit faster now. Bouncing ball by Montevideo's. Get through that. Borsch now goes with the bouncing balls by Montevideo's. Mantis blocks his ball full, but it's going to go over. Not worth chasing those ones unless you leave straight away. There's Borsch once again with the ball. High ball. No, it's Peter Vikel on that occasion, sorry. Peter Vikel moves across late. So it's a high ball against Vikel. So the score is 9-5 at the moment. And he's pushed the ball wide. And that was... I beg your pardon, Mandingas, he's pushed the ball wide. So with 1:07 to go, it's 9-5. Vikel tries again. This is a better ball. Into the centre though. Mandis picks it up, blows it across. Now to Montevideo's. Montevideo's goes for the right hand post as we look at it, or the C post. Misses by around about a couple of feet. Pushed it wide. And there's a throw by Vikel, but the ball's gone wide on this occasion, so. Mandingas bouncing ball. Oh, no luck on this occasion. Just into the centre, but no luck. Cross court ball. There's a fracture. Has it into the back of the net? No, it's not. I don't know how they saved that. Magnificent work there by Montevideo's sometimes. And they've got the ideal result. Put it back at BC and into the back of the net it goes. So with 22 seconds to go, the score is 10-5. You're listening to and watching the Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. Final stage of the Super European Goalball League game between F Malmo and also Sultanus. As the next ball, fifth Malmo throw to the centre. Blocked by Mantis. Plays it off now to Mandingus. Mandingus with the ball. There's a hard throw, but no. Bit of chasing, but that'll do us. So at full time, the score is fifth Malmo 5, Sultanus 10. We'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the final game of today's play. And that game is between Ifas, Brasso. So there we have it. So we've only got 3 players for Ifas. So we've got so just double check my numbers here. We've got 7, 3, and well, this should be a relatively easy game to call. At least you would like to think so. So we've got 7, 3, and 9 for if it's Malmo. You don't like to see that, but 7, 3, and 9. So there's a few people that aren't there. Yeah, well, that's interesting because obviously there's no. Anyway, so number 3 we've got Carlson, Torsten Carlson. Number 7, Mikael Ackerberg, and number 9 is Pure Loracek. Is it Pure Loracek? 3, 7, and 9. This is going to be a pretty simple game to keep track of this one here. And of course, just a reminder, we'll be back on air tomorrow morning. And just to you, Sean, if you're listening, before I pack up here, I will actually put these files across into the other files, and of course label them day 1. And I'll also keep a copy of them, so I'll put them across into our file, and you know which file that will be. And of course, the starting lineup will be Ahmed Zividi from number 1. Number 6, of course, is Bruno Haish. Doug Ripley in 7, of course. Marcus Marquetas. Is that how he pronounces his role? I've forgotten. Marquetas, I think it is. Isn't it terrible when it's only the first day and I'm already double checking myself, but I'm pretty sure that's Telemarki. So Marcus Telemarki. Look at the play. Now we have on my right hand side, as I look at it, or the team in red and black is Vancouver, and the team in blue is Ifas. Shame that Ifas only have the 3 players, but we've seen it before. A goalball is a very, very funny game. Anything can happen, and usually does. So we will see how things progress. Excuse me. I think this is hard. I won't talk this time tomorrow night. I won't be able to talk at all. You're listening to the Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability with Tony Telfer. proudly brought to you by the PA people, bringing you the first day's coverage of the 2015 Stage 3 Super European Goalball League. And don't forget, if you want to see all the results, they've all been posted on the SEGL Facebook page. So go in there and go to Facebook, and SEGL is the team where you need to go. All today's results and halftime scores have been posted. And of course, we'll be able to give you standings in that at a later time. I can't work those out whilst I'm on the run, but we certainly will be able to tell you. And hopefully, well, by Tuesday night on Highball, you'll be able to hear all the finalised results. And you never know, probably have a chat with somebody, or Mr. Cristani might. So this will be interesting to see how this game does go. So we've got Mikhail Ackerberg. This is the 5th IFAS team. IFAS Stockholm, yeah, we've got Loricek, Mikhail Ackerberg. In 7 and 3, we have Torsten Carlson. So Carlson is on the right wing. And goals right away. Good goal straight through the gap between AB, and that was thrown by Loricek. Bruno Borsch now with the ball, goes to the flat ball, but straight into the centre. This is picked up by Ackerberg. Ackerberg bouncing ball straight through the gap again. Another goal. The same gap. Wrigley now with the ball. Well, it goes inwards and a bouncing ball, aiming for that gap, but straight into the chest there of Carlson. Carlson with the ball now for IFAS. IFAS already up 2-0. Carlson goes for the gap between Messi. This time Ahmed is there. Ahmed Zibidisi with the ball. Ahmed cross court ball picked up by Carlson. Carlson now passes it across to Loricek. Loricek pushes the ball out down the left hand side. Quick throw there by Bruno Borsch. Doesn't get through. Loricek on this occasion runs around. Aims for that C post. Doesn't get it. Doug Wrigley goes for the cross court ball, but Loricek got there along with the help of Carlson to pick the ball up. Carlson's going to take the throw himself. Carlson now. Thompson Carlson. Into the centre. Picked up by Ahmed. Lays it off now to Wrigley. Doug Wrigley now with the ball. Goes across and just pushes the ball wide on that occasion. So Ripley, I should say, Ripley. Doug Ripley, of course, from Believe It or Not. Well, it wasn't not Doug, but it's his surname. I think it's saying Wrigley for some reason, I don't know why. Anyway, he buzzes it across now and Borsch takes the throw into the A corner. Doesn't get through on this occasion. Carlson now goes down the line, but just pushes it wide. Pushes it wide early. Ripley now goes down his line, and oh no, not quite on this occasion. Launchik comes across to take the ball. Ball now dropped in. Launchik goes back to the other side, goes for that gap again, but this time it's blocked by Borsch. Borsch picks up now. Bruno Borsch with the ball. Goes for that gap. Some of the feet come out from Carlson and just kick the ball forward. Carlson, and it's cleaned up, and the throw was taken by the centre for IFAS. And that of course, is Ackerberg. Ackerberg now lays off now to Lorishek. Into the centre of it's more AB than the centre. But anyway, high ball there by Bruno. So Bruno Borsch has thrown a very big high ball. Almost touched down at halfway. So, let's have a look and see what he can do. It's really Lorishek. Going to take it. Yes, he is, and scores, but straight down the centre. All Bruno had to do was to drop and had that cover, but tried to do too much. So the score is 3-0. Now we know they can come back. We've seen them come back in the first game, but you've got to start taking your opportunities, and they've got to start taking this early. Here's your next ball throw. Carlson now. Throw. Bouncing ball. Another goal. So the score is now 4-0 with not even 3 minutes of the game gone. So timeout has been called by Nova Scotia. By Vancouver, I should say. Right, now this will be interesting. I don't know what they're going to say here, but the simple thing is there is plenty of time left in this game. There is still over 20 minutes of playing time left in this game. So they've got to be smart about it. They've got to be smart and say, okay, well, let's aim to get a few back before the half and be, on level terms at half-time and go from there. Ripley's got to take more of the ball. Ripley's got to take charge. Ripley now on the left wing. Bouncing ball, but straight into the chest of Carlson. Ackerberg then chases and then passes back to Carlson, who fumbles. Carlson now with the ball. Goes for that gap again. This is better chasing. Ahmed does the chasing. Lays the ball back now to Ripley. Ripley comes in towards the BC gap, or the AB gap as you're looking at it. So BC from this end. Doesn't get through. Ackerberg sends the ball straight back into the centre. Ahmed gets the ball, lays the ball off now to Bruno. But just pushes the ball wide. Got to make them continue to work. Lorishek now comes across to take the ball. So into the centre. Picked up by and just missed the. It had to be precise, but there was an opening there for a goal. It certainly was an opening. Alright, Carlson with the ball now. Goes for the same area, looking for the BC area. Doesn't get through. Ripley's there. Cleans it up nicely. Ripley now. Discus throw across court. Aiming for the BC. Doesn't get all the way across. Didn't get the angle right. Ackerberg picks the ball up in the B area. For fifth Malmo. Goes for the AB. Doesn't get through though on this occasion. Ahmed does the chasing it. He's going to take this throw himself. He's gone back into the centre. Gone to try and get across the centre, but doesn't quite get the angle right. Ackerberg gets it. Lays it off to Lorishek. Bruno has the ball going down that line. Doesn't get through on this occasion. Cross-court ball picked up by Ripley. Ripley goes back for the same area. Doesn't beat Ackerberg on this occasion. Ackerberg now goes with the cross-court ball. Doesn't get it through on this occasion. Bruno now goes across court. Bouncing ball picked up by Carlson. Carlson now goes down the line, doesn't get through. This ball's pushed wide on this occasion by Ripley. Lorishek goes across into the centre there and pushed wide. That was good defence there by Bruno Borsch and also Ahmed Zibidzi. I'll get the correct pronunciation of that. I'll learn that by the end of the weekend. That's my aim. There's two of them playing, so I really should make sure that we do that. So it's now just get it. It's actually Zividivi. So it's Ahmed Zividivi. And the ball's now dropped back in. Lawrence ran across to take that. High ball. So high ball's been thrown by by Lauren Jack. I thought it was actually Peter. It is Pierre. Peter. No. Piotr. Lauren Jack. And blocked by Lauren Jack. And blocked cleanly. Now, I don't know what Ripley was thinking there, but didn't make him work that hard. But, having said that, as the next ball has then been thrown wide. So, standard change during this here with 6 minutes to go, 6:07. So he's played about half of the half. And Bruno Borsch is out. And coming in is Marcus Telemaki. So Telemaki. So might open up. We know that he's got a good throw in this Marcus Telemaki. And his defence is solid, so let's just see whether there's a bit of a change there. And they've called a long ball on Ahmed Zividivi. It's a late call too, a very late call. I didn't necessarily think it was a long ball, but having said that, I'm not a referee, so I guess that's the difference. Yeah, looks like it's going to be... Yeah, Lawrenchek's taking the ball and scores. So the score is 5-0 in favour of IFAS. IFAS. Marcus Telemaki. Oh, high ball. They're trying too hard at the moment. They're going to find themselves in a very uncomfortable position down. Well, they're down 5-0 at the moment. This could be 6-0. I'm not saying it will be. It will depend on what happens, but they've gone for it. And no, he's overdived and he's actually scored. So the score is 6-0 with 5:55 to go. So better than a goal, or just under a goal a minute at present. So Ripley goes across. Ooh, almost gets through on this occasion. But Ackerberg lays the ball off to Lauren Shack. And scrambling defence there on this occasion by Ahmed. Lays the ball off to Marcus Telemaki. Sends the ball straight to centre. Picked up. Going for the quick return doesn't work on this occasion. Once the centre, Ahmed goes for the quick return as well, but Carlson's up to the occasion, sticks his arm in the air for blindfold. That will be called now that he's down at the other end. Goal! So he actually scores as well. So the score is now 7-0. He actually stuck his arm up for a blindfold adjustment. Didn't happen. But it's happening now, so... we go, it'll be interesting to see now. Marcus Telemaki sends the ball across court. Lauren Check aims straight down at Ripley. Doesn't get through on this occasion. Ripley went for the gap, but hit the wrong gap. And that gap was well covered on that occasion. Hit the AB, should have gone for the BC gap where the thrower was actually throwing from. The ball into the centre on this occasion. Picked up by Ackberg, lays the ball off now to Laurenchek. Laurenchek now with the ball. Winds up, oh, fantastic ball. Great defence there by Marcus Telemarki with his feet. Kept the ball out. Ripley throws the ball, but picked up by Laurenchek. Laurenchek now runs around the other side of the centre into Ripley's chest. Ripley goes for the quick return, doesn't get through on this occasion. Carlson's there. Carlson takes his throw now. Bouncing ball, well covered up on this occasion by Ripley. So we have now bouncing ball across court on this occasion. Doesn't get through the defence of Laurenchek. Laurenchek, oh, high ball. Well, give it to Telemarki is what I'd be doing. Saying that, give it to Marcus Telemarki. And let's see what happens. I think that's certainly well worth a gamble. I don't think it's that much of a gamble, to be perfectly honest with you. But he's not going to take it. It's Ripley who got hands to the ball but pushed it in on that occasion. Laurenchek, and he realised he didn't go and push himself far enough across, so the score is now 7-1 with 3:55 to go in the half. So, but there's Longerbeck, but they can still come back from there. And it's a timeout being called, and this is by Ifas. And we'll see how things then progress from this point on. Just a reminder to all our viewers and listeners that we'll be on air from tomorrow at 9:30 local time. And it's the next ball. And got straight through the gap, straight after a break again. They conceded a goal, but unfortunately they didn't knuckle down in the defence. The defence should be a lot tighter than what it was. So the score is now 8-1. They could get severe spanking here. I certainly hope they don't. You don't like to see that. Next ball's pushed wide. Carlson now goes for the gap, but Ripley's there. Doug Ripley on the left wing now for Vancouver. Bouncing cross court ball, long ball. They've called long ball again. I'll tell you what, I think they've been stiff with a couple of their calls. But their heads don't seem to be in the right space. Everybody goes on court to win. Make no mistake about that. But the goals have been from lazy lapses in defence. Laurenchek now goes for the other corner and hits the inside of the post with a great ball. So the score is now 9-1 with 3:25 to go. Does it get to half time? Of course it does. We'll get deep into the second half. In fact, it'll go the distance. Carlson now. Throws ball in centre, picked up by Ahmed. Lays the ball off now to Marcus Telemarki. Telemarki now got a lot of time. This kid's going to be a player, a class player. Laurenchek with the ball. Bouncing cross court ball. Picked up by Sivadivi. There's a chance for goal here. It is a goal too. So there was a scramble, so the score is now 9-2. The Vancouver comeback could well be. And we saw them come back from a lot of goals in the first game too, so. Carlson into the centre. Ripley does the chase. He passes back to Ahmed. And the ball on this occasion has been pushed wide as Lorenchek runs across to take the ball. Now comes and goes with a discus throw. It's a flat hard ball picked up by Ahmed Sipidisi. But into the chest then of Carlson, and the ball goes out. Idea was right. Try and ping it back. Carlson now on the right wing. Aim for that pocket where Ripley, you're not going to get through Ripley. I'm sorry, if you're going to pick a wing, you need to pick the other wing between Talamaki and also Ahmed. But this time they're up a big chance, and Talamaki blocks. Goes with the cross-court ball into the centre. Nicely picked up on that occasion, and Ackerberg, and then passes it across to the left winger, who promptly put the ball out of court. Marcus Talamaki with the ball now. High ball has been called. So it's an interesting. I don't know myself. I'm at the wrong end of the court to judge whether it was definitely a high ball. People who are watching it will make up their own mind what they thought it was. So, anyway, Lorenchek with the ball. And blocked by Marcus Talamaki. That should lift his team. So great piece of work there by Talamaki. 1:38 to go. Well, that's true. Anyway, Ackerberg takes his next throw. Into the centre. Zavidivi. Oh, it's almost got through. Carlson, slow reaction there. We've got 1:17 to go. Discus throw into the centre though. Hits Ahmed in the chest. The score is 9-2. Late in the first half. Cross-court ball on this occasion. Carlson's there though to put the ball out of court. Carlson now with the ball. Hands it across to Lorenchek. But then in the end neither of them took it except for Ackerberg. So there you go. Anyway, Carlson now defends this next ball, which was thrown by Marcus. Carlson now runs away from the centre, bouncing ball. Oh, and Ahmed kept it on his feet and pushed it away to Ripley. Ripley goes for the gap between beats. He doesn't get through on this occasion. Ackerberg is there. Ackerberg now. So, who have we got here? That's Ahmed Smitzi. Sends the ball into the centre. Ackerberg lays the ball off there to Lorenchek. Lorenchek now with the ball. Bouncing ball, but into the centre it goes. Ball now pushed across to Ripley. Doug Ripley. Very classy player. Bouncing ball into the centre though. And it is half time. So at half time the score is 9-1 with IFAS over the team of Vancouver. We'll be back with you with the start of the second half very, very shortly. And welcome back. So there's just been the one substitution at the half time, and that is Marcus Talamaki out and Bruno Borsch back in. A lot of work to do for Vancouver. Borsch takes first throw, almost gets through. The defence is there of Carlson. It was Carlson on that occasion. It's time to centre. Zividivi. Pass it across to Ripley. Ripley goes down the line. The ball now with Carlson. Carlson again going for that. Oh, off the post and out. Well, cross-court ball. This time blocked by Ackerberg. Ackerberg now. It's organised. It's a bouncing ball. And just pushed wide. So line out. Bruno Borsch with the ball now. On the right wing. Comes in. Oh, straight ball. But doesn't get through the defence of Ackerberg playing in the centre. Goes with a discus throw. Aiming for that C at the A post. But pushed wide on this occasion by Bruno Borsch. Borsch now on the right wing. Comes in. Oh, high ball. Gee, I tell you what. Well, there's an old saying, you don't have to be dead to be stiff. But, viewers, you will make up your own minds of that call, for those of you who are watching it. But we shall see. Anyway, Bosch defender, and it's a goal there. Bosch didn't even head to the end. Well, he moved slightly, but not a lot. So his current score is 10-2 with 10:51 remaining in the game. Long ball has been called on Doug Ripley. Well, I'm sorry, but I honestly think that Vancouver might have an axe to grind here. They're certainly being pinged a lot. No, we'll see what happens now. Lauren check. Don't take anything away from these guys here. They could do it and score they did. The score is now 11-1. So this could be over very, very shortly. Certainly hope it's not, but it could well be. And they look a little dejected at the moment. Anyway, Bruno Borsch. It's straight through. What a great, fantastic ball. Straight through the AB gap. Nothing but net, as they say. Nothing but net. Is this the start of their comeback? Let's hope so. Ackerberg threw the ball straight out. And the goal judge goes scurrying after the ball. Borsch already bent over waiting for that to get that, receive that ball. Gets it now in his hands. Going for the... No, he goes for the other side this time, but Ackerberg is there. Goes off to Lawrenchek. And that was almost high, but Ripley picks it up nicely on the right, his left wing, on the left wing. Bouncing ball aimed through the AB gap. Doesn't get through on this occasion, the 8. I think they got through because it was fast, flat. Ackerberg goes for that gap, and it's up and into the back of the net off Ahmed Zivadvi. So, again, we're back to that 12-3, so a timeout has been called by Vancouver. So if I was running a book, odds would be 7 minutes, I think, would be about even money. At the moment, if this game was to finish early. And that's at the 7-minute mark, 7 to go. So we shall see what happens here. If they've completed their timeout, Bruno with the ball. But Ackerberg picks it up nicely, lays it off now to Lawrenchek. Lawrenchek straight into the middle, picks up by Ahmed. Got to keep this down. Don't give anybody, what do they say? Don't give a sucker an even break, and that's what they've got to do here. They've got to make sure they keep it up and running for them. Anyway, next ball, cross-court ball. Doesn't get through on this occasion, though. Ripley goes down that left side, aiming for the AB area. Doesn't get through. Ackerberg does the chasing. Lays the ball there off to Lawrenchek. Lawrenchek now. It's a flat ball. Oh, high ball. It was through too. So a high ball called on Lawrenchek. Well, there you go. Was it, I'm sure it was Lawrenchek. Yes, it was. And a great ball there by Bruno Bush, straight into the back of the net. So the score is now 4-12. 9:16 to go. Correction, 9:18. Carlson up and into the back of the net, and that's unfortunately that's been Vancouver's problem in this game. They can score a goal and then they just relinquish them all too easily. But anyway, Bruno Bush sends the ball down, picked up nicely on this occasion. This is by Lawrenchek. Is he going to finish it here and there? No, he's put the ball out. So, the ball now with Bruno Bush. Gives the ball to Ripley. Ripley's going to take it into the chest of Ackerberg. Mikhail Ackerberg. Oh, just misses the A post on the wrong side for his liking. Picked up by Bush, goes down the line, pushed wide here by, and great work there by Lawrenchek to get the ball out. Oh, that's got to be... No, it wasn't called high ball. Should have been, I think. Next ball, there's a chance here. It's going to bounce into the back of the net. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Certainly is. Smart work there. They did the right thing, but the score is now 5-13. So timeout by FSO. Yep. Interesting to see. So timeout. And as I said, yep, we've got around about 8:18 to go in the game. So, look, the beauty of it is that they're continuing on. I guess in some people's mind it would have been easy to throw the towel and say, oh, come back and fight another day. But and they've come a long way. They've come from Vancouver, Canada, and to do this tournament. And speaking with both Doug and Bruno and Ahmed last night, you know, there's people missing out of their side, obviously. And Bruno not at 100%. Not that he'll ever use that as an excuse, but... and that's why you see him. He will only play around about half of each half. Anyway, goes across court with his throw and just pushed wide there by Carlson. Carlson now with the ball, goes with a discus throw. Over that angle this time, picked up by Bruno. Goes with a discus throw. There's a flat ball and there's going to be another goal here. Yes, great ball there. Another goal to Vancouver. So the score is now 6-13. By my count, I reckon Bruno's got about another minute and about a minute and a half. Lawrenchek sends the ball wide. And wild, a long way wide. Ball back in. Oh, I thought Bosch was going to take it, but no, he's giving it to Ripley. Ripley's gone down that same line. This time it's blocked by Ackerberg. Lays it off to Carlson. No, didn't take it. He laid it off the other side. So he fooled me, didn't actually lay it off at all because he took the throw himself. I thought he had taken laid it off to Carlson. Anyway, took the throw. A high ball. Long ball, number 6. So that's another one to Bruno, which is, oh dear. It's a shame to see. And I'm looking forward to seeing him fully fit. Obviously, we'll be in Canada for it, and it will be good to see him fully fit at that time. There's a fantastic block there by Bruno Bush. Blocks it and picks it up clean. So, great work. Hands the ball off to Ripley, though. And I'm sure from a Canadian point of view, they'd be happy to see him at least doing well and knowing full well he's on his way back from injury. Bruno, he's the captain of their country at present. He's a national captain. Anyway, balls with Ahmed. This ball's up in the air. Has it got through? No, it hasn't. Picked up on this occasion by Carlson. Carlson goes with it. Chance. Oh, nice work by Doug Ripley there. Got back nicely on the line to keep that ball out of the net. Ripley now, cross-court ball. Laurenchek with the ball. Runs over. Oh, well. Was straight out there by Laurenchek, and it could have been a high ball. And possibly was, but certainly wasn't called. Next ball thrown down towards the centre. Carlson cross-court ball and just missing the line. So there we go. Well, they out last week at 6:20 remaining, so I would have done my dough. So let's hope they go through till the end of the game. So it's currently 5:13 with 6:20 remaining in the second half in favour of IFAS. IFAS Stockholm currently. And look, this is don't you think it's terrible that all of a sudden you know that's right, but you've still got to check that you're using it, you're actually saying the right team as well. It's one of those things where I do it on a regular basis. And my listeners will say, yes, but you're stupid or silly or whatever. But we all know that to be true. As the next ball is sent down, but this time blocked by Marcus Telemarki. Telemarki sends the ball this one into the centre though. Ackerberg's going to take this himself. Good work there by Telemarki on his swing. Stretches out and keeps the ball out. Telemarki now with the ball. Goes for a discus throw. Doesn't get through the defence on this occasion. Oh, and the next ball is just pushed wide there by Laurenchek. Well covered though. Ripley comes across, takes his ball. It's a cross-court ball, and there's a scramble. Oh, luckily Carlson was back on the baseline there. Get the ball out. Next ball though is a throw straight into the chest of Ahmed. Ahmed comes in now from the centre. Goes into the centre once more. Picked up by Ackerberg. Ackerberg's going to take this himself. Goes with the discus throw. Telemarki is there though. Keeps the ball out of the net. Goes in about 2 metres from the right-hand edge. Sends the ball almost into the centre. Ackerberg knocks the ball forward. Lays the ball off now to Carlson. Carlson goes across court. Sivitsy with the ball now. Now we have the next ball. Just waiting for this. A long 10 seconds on that occasion. But that ball's blocked out and thrown straight out. Knew that there was a close to 10 seconds. As soon as Telemarki got it, he just basically pushed the ball out. So oh, good. Laurenchek ran all the way across, but couldn't break through the defence of Telemarki. Telemarki throws the ball into the centre though. Ackerberg picks the ball up. Laurenchek wanted the ball but didn't receive it. Possibly he should have received it after that throw. The ball now with Ripley. Ripley heads back to his side. Into the centre. Time out for IFAS. So with 3:55 remaining, the score is still 5-13. No, 6-13 actually. I believe that is. Might be 5:13. Well, anyway, we will let you know as soon as we can. But good luck to. They were down and out on a couple of occasions where the team from Vancouver, but they're still fighting it out. And obviously, you'd like to turn around and have your Bruno out there for the whole game, which in normal circumstances he would play the whole game. However, coming back from injury, and they're doing the right thing. There's a quick throw bit straight into Telemarki, who knocks the ball out. He's as solid as a rock, this young fella. Discus throw now. Thrown a bit straight into Lawrenchek. Lawrenchek bouncing ball. Not a lot of pace on it though. Easily picked off by Ahmed. Ahmed now takes the throw himself into the centre. Eckenberg thought about a quick return, didn't do it. Loveland still threw it straight into the chest of the centre for Vancouver, who promptly does the same thing in return down the other end of the court. Ball's back in play now. So a line out has been called. So we have currently 3:07 remaining. It's a great ball down the line. Doesn't get through the defences of Lawrenchek. I'd be certainly aiming at Carlton. Seems to be the weaker link of the two. But Ripley now bouncing cross-court ball. Well, if that wasn't called long, why were some of the other balls called long? There's been some interesting calls. There's a nice ball there, thrown by Lawrenchek. But blocked by Telemarki. Lays the ball off, and it's up and over the back and into the back of the net for a goal. So the score is now 7-13 with 2:30 to go. So where there's life, there's hope for Vancouver. They're doing very, very well at present. It's a bouncing ball there by another bouncing ball on this occasion, but straight into the centre. Picked up by Ackerberg. But goes to the flat throw and straight through in the end, but just rolled through. So the score is now 14-7. So bouncing ball thrown by Ripley, doesn't get through on this occasion. It's another cross court. Oh, Telemarki stuffed that long left foot out at the last minute and kept the ball out of there. It's a game of quick one-on-one. No. Ahmed slows it down. Could have kept it going up and over. Oh, bad luck there for the boys from British Columbia. So, yeah, ball back in play. No score this time with Ripley. Ripley across court ball. Bouncing ball goes down that line. Another quick return. This is by Telemarki. Doesn't get through. Timeout. IFA. So timeout with 1:12 to go. And the score is now 14-7. And I think they were down maybe 10-2 at half time. So, yep, it will be interesting to see what happens. You know, hypothetically, put myself in Vancouver shoes. They're not going to win it. So I would be aiming more than anything to keep it to no more goals. So with 1:12 to go in the final game for today of the third stage of the SEGL, live from Espoo in Finland, where I still can't get used to the fact it gets dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But there you go. And hello to everybody who may be listening. As I said, I don't have the chat room open. Probably will have it tomorrow we'll have more people on to assist tomorrow, but for this evening, no chat room, but our listeners can send Facebook messages through to us, and we will certainly get them when we can and reply as soon as we get them. So, export has been thrown and blocked out by Telemarki. He's been very impressive, actually. Telemarki now with the ball. Marcus Telemarki. Comes in a bouncing ball. Has he got through? Not on this occasion. Ball passed over to Colson. Ripley now bouncing cross-court ball. All controlled at the last second there by Laurenchek. So Laurenchek. It sends the ball into, bouncing ball on this occasion, but this time Ahmed Zivadivi is up to it. Long ball though, number one. It's right at the most inopportune time. However, there is only 14 seconds to go, so that will obviously get through today. Let's see whether we can keep this ball out of the back of the net. I'll back him in. There you go. That's a curse on anybody. Anyway, Carlson takes the throw. Blocked out. So good work there by Ahmed. So with 14 seconds to go, they could still score another goal. The bouncing ball on this occasion by Ripley doesn't get through. This will be the last play of the game. Bouncing ball, and it's blocked, and that will be time. So full time. The game has been won by 14-7. So we'll be commencing at 10. I'm just about to put the final scores up on here. Just hello to Sally, he's listening. So Sally, lovely to hear from you, mate. Sorry I haven't got back to you soon. But join us again tomorrow. So we'll put these results up, and then we will, as I said, be back tomorrow. So if you want to get all the results, go to obviously the SEGL Facebook page, and then you'll be able to find all the results. So IFAS 14 defeated Vancouver 7, but it was a good fight back by Vancouver in the end. So they've obviously a long way to come, and there's things that do affect you and everything else like that. But look, thank you very much to all our listeners and to everybody. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you. On behalf of everybody else and all our listeners, thank you very much for listening. My name's Tony Telfer. I'm on the Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. We will be back with you local time at around about 9:45, when we'll go through all the results from today, refresh them. Until then, wherever you are, have a wonderful night or wonderful day. Bye for now.
This is DSN TV, showcasing the ability in disability. Proudly brought to you by the PA people.